To truly know a city, we must know who believes in it, who invests in it, who has a stake in its future. This is Detroit. It is a city where something quite remarkable is taking place, something unique in the history of cities. We're here on these 33 acres of riverfront property.
Detroit State of Mind is on the air. Bringing you the sounds of Detroit's underground, straight to your ear holes. Rock, punk, and metal. If it's Detroit, you'll hear it here. Unless you're a dick. And now, your overlords, Rich and Dave.
Georgia's all my mind. I'm stuck here in this Detroit state of mind.
Detroit State of Mind is on the air.
What episode are we at?
46?
Oh, I thought the other day was 46.
Yeah, I fucked up.
47.
No, it's 46.
46.
Spent 6 hours fucking making the podcast, and I put the wrong fucking episode number at the beginning. I'm like, I am not fucking redoing it.
It's just chalk. So, I mean.
And from
just
that point-
erase
Oh, no, this-
chalk.
On the video.
This is on the video.
Yeah, it's
Like right at the beginning, it says the band name, episode 46. That's wrong.
You could probably just, they can just use white out or something, probably to get that off there.
That's recommended.
Call
Yes.
YouTube. Hey, you want to white that out for me?
Yeah, you white out. You guys got white out in that editor.
Right? So we got the high totals in the house. Is it high totals or the high totals?
Yeah, we don't usually use the. It's we go straight up high totals.
Right on. Okay.
Good name.
Yeah. Thanks.
How about we go around the table? Introduce yourselves. Tell us what you do in the band.
Hey there, I'm Brian, and I play bass.
What are you so happy for?
Well, this band
Pull it
stuff
back
does
there,
that.
buddy.
That's what the band stuff does to me.
Spreading love like a idiot. Jeez.
Brian's generally happy. I'm Pete. I play guitar and do vocals, lead vocals.
That's right, you do.
I do.
I'm Mark. I play drums.
Very well.
Thank you.
I'm Dave. I play guitar.
And
So-
all these dudes do back vocals as well.
Yeah. You just didn't hear the golden
Yeah.
tones today.
Sorry, we didn't have enough mics.
I'll save it for.
Oh,
for
they
next
heard
time.
the golden tones at the end.
golden tones.
Golden
You
tones.
kidding me?
We, we'll make it work with whatever we got. So thanks for
Right on.
having us in the first place.
Absolutely.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, it only took forever to get
Right
you guys
in
over
my
here.
lane.
Yeah, thank you, man. We've been trying to book this up. We've been talking online for, like I said, it's like a year and a half. And
Yeah, it's been.
finally
There's
got-
the cat.
Hey, man.
What's up, Olive?
Hey, what's up,
Olive's
Al?
here, and we've been trying for like a year and a half to book this up. And I've been watching all the other episodes. We've got a bunch of different local bands and friends of ours and stuff that have been on, and we've been watching them. And finally, we're here doing it. So thanks for having us, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, man.
So you guys have had Baby on Booze play here?
I think that's a Harry Queen sticker.
It is. There's a little Harry Queen
Oh.
logo on their chest
Oh,
of that baby.
I was trying to be
Yeah.
funny that there was a band called Baby on Booze.
I
No, but there
Oh.
should be.
yeah.
You ever see a drunk baby? It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, go ahead, take that, somebody. If you want that band name, it's there. Bob.
The
Call it
baby's
Bob
wearing a
for
Harry
short.
Queen onesie.
Yeah,
I
drunk
believe.
babies don't stumble; they walk perfect.
They can't even walk, man.
That's true.
So how long has High Totals been a band? What's the origin here?
High Totals has been around about 4 years or so, 4.5 years, something like that. It's from the ruins of another band that we kind of had going, and we went through a couple different names and a couple different. We were writing songs together, and it started out Dave playing bass and me playing guitar, and we had some other people involved, and then Dave switched to guitar, and Brian came and played bass, and we started off with a different drummer, and then Mark's been with us about a year and a half now. Mark and I go way back, but he's been in this band for about a year and a half, so total about 4.5 years since we started playing.
But the
Right on.
origins go back to probably 89, 90 when we first met at
Yeah.
Blondie's way back. But
Yeah.
we were kind of playing in bands together a lot. But we could talk about that old guy stuff later. I
You know
guess.
what's crazy?
Or we
Is
talk
the-
about it right now.
Or
What are you talking about?
Hey, let's start at the
Go.
beginning.
all right, we'll start at the beginning. When
There we
I
go.
moved, I moved from Oxford to Clarkston in 4th grade, and I was in 4th grade, and Mark was in 3rd grade,
Yep.
and we were playing marbles on the playground. And
Is this real?
Are you making this shit up?
No, this is true shit.
Seriously?
His brother was in my class,
Yeah.
and his brother was one of the first people I met when I moved there. So we would go out at recess, and Mark would hook up with his brother, of course, and we would all go to the corner of the playground and play marbles. And I first met Mark then, and then we went to school for a few years together, and his brother and I were in the same class and stuff. And we lost track of each other. And then like 25 years later or something, we hooked back up musically. We were both in different bands, but yeah.
I thought for sure there
That's
was
crazy.
a marble-related punchline coming there.
I'm looking at him like this can't be a real story.
No, it's true. And Dave, when I met Dave was in other bands that I was in was playing with, and like in the late 80s and stuff. I met Dave through bands he was in, was playing shows with the bands I was in, and so we go way, way, way back too. But this band itself has only been together for about 4.5 years.
Right on. Right on.
Yes.
So how many EPs have you guys put out? You're talking about putting a bunch of records out.
Yeah, we. I don't want to hog it up, but I tend to do that sometimes. So please tell me to shut up.
Well, we have 3 EPs basically.
Yeah, we
With 19 more to come.
Yeah, we're-
full lengths are we don't have the attention span. It's difficult.
Who does?
Yeah.
Yes. We're putting we got some other stuff. It's all on Spotify, Apple Music, any of the streaming places, YouTube, any of that stuff, Bandcamp. You can find all of our old stuff, but what we really want to focus on is the new stuff we just released last week. Which
Yeah.
is,
You guys had the new video last week, right?
yeah, we had 2.
I only saw one of them. I didn't realize there was 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2. We put out Therapy Sessions Volume 1 last Friday, and there's 2 songs. They're a series of releases. They're going to come out like every 6 to 8 weeks. And we did a limited run of lathe cut 7 inches, lathe cut picture disc 7 inches. And each song has their own art. Each song has their own video. And that's what we intend to do is like every 6 to 8 weeks, we'll be releasing another one of these that has 2 songs on it. Each individually with their own art, done by a different artist. Each song with its own video.
That's sweet.
Thank you. And those,
It seems like a lot of work going into that.
it's been a lot of work.
A lot of logistics too. Getting like where'd you find all these artists at?
Well, there are logistics are tough. We record everything ourselves and do all of our own promotion and all that garbage. You know, the cool thing is that every record we've been able to pick an artist that we like. You know, some friends, some people we just admired from afar. Like our next record has a guy named Chris that I've followed for years from Poland. Did the artwork. He's already given it to
And
us.
they've all said yes to doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And
fantastic.
a guy named Craig Holloway, he's like world renowned. He's like basically the New York hardcore artist. I mean, he's fabulous. He's done one of our last ones. When our last record was saved his forks, it's just it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Did you know this guy, or just like randomly hit him up or something?
Craig,
or-
I know Craig. I grew up with Craig.
Yeah.
Craig was in that same group of people that we were
Back in the day.
Back in the
Playing
day.
marbles.
Some of the artists we've known, some of them we've like admired their work on Instagram and whatnot, and we just hit them up randomly. Hey, are you interested in doing art?
Get to pay these people, or are they being cool?
We've compensated them.
They don't ask. They haven't asked for. They asked for less than they should have.
Yeah,
Asked. We haven't paid much.
they've been-
Craig. People do it for a lot of people do it for free, and they shouldn't.
They've been very, very, very generous, and
Yeah.
they like being a part of the project, I think.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
that's-
cool. It looks cool. You know, lathe cuts are not like vinyl. You know, they don't sound great or
Sure,
anything, but
yeah.
you know, they're mono. But who cares? They look cool. They still sound fine. I mean, unless you're a true audiophile. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah, unless you got
Right.
a $10,000 turntable.
Yeah, just hold on to it and then stream it while you're listening to it. It looks cool. Watch it spin and listen to the digital.
Rock and roll, baby.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
not- it doesn't
I
have
love
to be
that.
pretty.
See, I was kind of that whole thing was inspired by. I used to listen to and buy a lot of amphetamine reptile records, like the noise rock label from Minneapolis,
Yeah, I've
the
heard of them.
'90s. They had like Nashville Pussy, Helmet, Unsane. That
Yep.
was there, but like they did a 7-inch series called AMREP Research and Development series. So it was like a single song from a band. One side had like a very, very clinical looking research and development side with like stock graphics, and the other side was like this gnarly art for the band. And they did like multiple of those, and I thought that was a cool concept, you know. And they had like the Sub Pop Singles Club and things like that. I was like, well, that'll be cool. It's something we can afford. We'll do small runs, you know. We don't need to do 500 records. We're not going to sell 500 records. I mean,
Right.
pulling back going to the fourth wall here, but guess what? We don't sell a ton of records. So we
Music
did-
in general does not sell.
Yeah.
You sell
Yeah.
merch. That's how you make your cash, man.
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
got
You almost have to
limited-
give the music away.
Yeah.
we got a limited run of 40 of
Yeah.
these picture discs made. They're
But
all
you're
numbered.
doing something different, though. You're not just like, here's a CD.
Right.
This is actually really freaking cool,
Yeah,
man.
thank you, man. For people who are interested, there's 40 of them available. You know, we got just a couple left.
Yeah.
Most
Even if the music sucks. Oh, that's cool artwork.
yeah, it's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what we're counting on.
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
we're counting on.
That's not
Yeah,
gonna
we were
happen.
just all talking about our ages. Like, how many albums did you buy because the album cover was cool?
Right.
Yeah.
right.
A lot.
All of them.
Hundreds.
Everyone.
Yeah.
These things, you know, lathe. Anybody that knows anything about lathe cut, they're not for audio. You know, you're not going to put this on and expect great audio sound. It's mono. It's old school technology. It's more of a playable piece of art. It's more for display or like cool 1 of 40. You're getting a numbered individual 1 of 40, and for people who are into that,
Yeah.
not everybody's into it, but if they are, we were going to provide that for them. Otherwise, you can stream it. You can watch the videos.
And they don't sound that bad, frankly. I'll listen to them. They sound
No, they
pretty
sound
good.
great.
Sounds like
I
an
tell you,
album.
I have not heard of anyone else doing this. I mean, this is fantastic. It's creative as hell, man.
Thank you.
man.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of it. I mean, it's been cool putting the artwork together, and Pete did the artwork on the B side of the new one himself. I'm going to do one side of the next one, and then we still have yet to decide what artists will do the third and fourth. But it is a labor of love. You know, I mix everything, and we all work together on it. And
I know Mark and I were talking about it. We might do the artwork for the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna come
That's
up with something
awesome.
really cool.
that's awesome.
Do
I
all
like
you
that.
guys like draw and have like creative
Just a close
capabilities?
up of your
or-
face.
Not at
Oh
all.
no, for me
Not-
it'd be
I
more
can't even
like
write my fucking name.
me. It'd be more like fart work than artwork. Actually.
Oh, okay.
I can draw better with my feet. So
I think
Same.
that's what I do.
Pete is a fantastic sketch artist. He's very creative. He makes
Dave.
all the flyers, I believe, for Ralph Power Productions.
Oh, there you go.
I've
So
been
you'll
making
notice
flyers
his
for a
style in those. And he also, him and I have worked on logo stuff outside of the band stuff. So pretty good working creative partnership. We're on the same wavelength. And I talk about AMREP. Brian has a Hammerhead shirt on. It's like one of my favorites. The bass tone of our band is a tribute to that band, basically.
I've never heard of that.
I've
It's a
never heard of
band?
them.
Yeah.
There's a punk band from Germany or something called
Yeah, there's a whole
Hammerhead.
bunch of
Ignore
bands
that.
named Hammerhead.
Ignore that. This is
Really?
an Ambrep band
There's
from.
like Hammerhead.
Putting that in my notes.
It was like it was
you
like
could
a
put Hammerhead Minneapolis. They're not originally from there. They're more
Yeah.
Fargo, but you
Right.
could still search for them.
yeah.
good
So-
stuff.
So,
Hammerhead
like,
bands.
what kind of music
It's
is
like
it?
it's like lo-fi Helmet almost.
Really?
Like Helmet that's more ramshackle.
Early helmet,
and-
like
Yeah.
the early first helmet stuff.
Yeah.
kinda
It's also
more
it's kind
noisy.
of it's kind of hot and heavy also.
Are you just quoting a Seinfeld episode now?
check out the
This next song's called Hot and
if you want to
Heavy.
get the early raw Hammerhead, the EP Evil Twin. That's just
Yeah.
raucous
Good
shit.
stuff.
Hey, Dave, can you turn me up a little bit?
What are you?
Am I Dave? He's Dave.
Yeah, there you
You're
go.
Dave. That
Man,
Dave.
Two
thank you.
Daves on hand.
Dave's
ladies and
not
gentlemen.
here. No, man, I'm Dave.
But yeah, man, thanks for the interest in the stuff. We should have brought a copy so we could hold it up and show people the artwork. But you can. No.
What do you mean, hold it up? We would have stolen it
I have
from
a
you.
copy in my car.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We'll take it after the break.
Well,
After the break, I'll go grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually Vince's copy.
Or
the
you can
guy
just
who
send me a
mastered
picture of
our
it and I'll
stuff.
put it on the green screen behind you.
Yeah, we record all, like Dave mentioned, we record all our stuff, but we get it mastered by Vince over at Mount Doom. He masters all of our
Mount
stuff.
Doom.
Once we've got it recorded, a lot of people use him simply because he's good.
Yeah.
And
I used to play in bands with Vince.
yeah,
and,
Dave and Vince go way back.
He's a good guy. I love Vince.
He's cool.
He
Mount
kicks a
Doom.
lot of ass, that's for sure.
He sure does.
He does kick a
Is he awesome at marbles?
I don't know. We've never challenged him to marbles.
I would not put it past him.
Yeah,
He's got all the cat's eyes.
I'm sure that he would be willing to step it up and give it a shot. Vince
the
is that kind of
Steelies?
cat. But he
Steelies.
masters all our stuff. We mix
Those
it.
Steelies, man.
And we send it off to him, and he just works the magic and turns the knobs, and it comes back sounding like we want it to, and then we put it out. And
You'd be
that's-
surprised what you can get out of a basement recording, and then you send it to somebody and have them master it. Holy shit. You don't have to go to a studio just to record it at all.
Vince makes the most enormous recordings when he makes his own recordings. I know he does for other bands, but his recordings are huge.
Yes.
I mean, gigantic. Brian and I did a couple little things with him. We sent him a couple riffs I had and he had, and he turned it into this fucking wall of monstrous, like, oh my god, we were like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, that's what I do for a living, man. Yeah, I do it.
Yeah,
man.
man,
He has
he's
the
good.
guy from, I want to say Dropkick Murphys, Flogging Molly, is a buddy of his, the drummer for Flogging Molly, who's a Detroit guy.
Oh, yeah, the old speedball drummer.
Speedball drummer Mike Alonso also
Yeah.
played. He was the 5th drummer for Fastway, I think.
Oh, shit.
Really?
You'll find his rock and roll baseball card somewhere.
You know, not
Mike
many
Alonso
people-
played for Fastway?
He sure did.
And Dave King sang for Fastway.
Yes,
Whoa.
the same Flogging Molly guy.
That's
right?
fucking weird. I didn't know the Alonso thing.
Yeah. So Vince has him come down and play in his place a lot when he's in town, and they make this god awful, awesome noise. He'll just hit record, and it's just sick.
Yeah.
Guy is a twisted genius. He's got the best ears too. Great
Damn.
guy. Great guy.
When you got
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
homeboy on drums like that, too. I mean, shit, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vince is good, man. He's a talented cat. I know we've had him do a lot of our things, and we're never disappointed. It's pretty rare that we got to send something back and go, no, can you do this? Because he usually dials it right up, man. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
He's-
If anything, it's too loud.
yeah. Sometimes.
That's actually
Never.
too loud.
That's not what I heard.
They make it. Ooh, it almost stopped. You making friends over there?
Yeah, Brian.
Is she being an asshole?
She's in heat, that's why.
Oh, really?
Oh, no. If she's in heat, you'll know it. She'll
Yeah, you hear the noises. I think.
like 14 fucking hours.
I knew this guy who used to put his feet under a dog, and he'd like rub the dog with his foot.
Like rub his dong?
Yeah, like the dog would make the dog feel weird. It was a boy dog too. That's what was weird about it.
Gross.
Some guy
Just
It was-
kicking the
it was a-
cran, huh?
It was a weird dude.
My grandma
Yeah,
used to do
you
that.
think?
Yeah, some guy, weird dude.
He ended up losing his hair doing that.
Yeah. It's a weird story.
That's
But
disgusting.
yeah, anyway, thanks for having us, man. We're glad to be here.
On that note, we'll take a quick break.
Anyway.
And,
I have another animal story. Hold on.
Go ahead.
No, I'm kidding. I
we're
don't.
going to take a break and play you some hot. This is Paul Gray Smith from The Strains, Liz and the Luckouts, The Royal Sweets, The Brightmoors, and Bullet Wound. And you're listening to Detroit State of Mind. And we're back.
Oh, shit.
Woo, boy.
That was just for editing purposes only.
Hey,
we were
I'm
gonna run-
Jim from High Totals. All right.
We brought Jim in. He's our bass player.
Brian's trick is that whenever we get interviewed anywhere, he just says he's Johnny
Or
something.
Jimmy.
I'm Johnny from
Or
High
Jim.
Totals. It's not just Johnny. It's Jim from High Totals or Johnny from High Totals.
Just make up shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just typically
Hi,
just
I'm
walks
Udo.
away. And he just walks away. Yeah, I'm Udo Dirk Schneider from High Totals.
Yeah, usually when it's an interview situation, it's happened a couple times. Usually what happens is
Dirk
I'm
Schneider.
usually
What a name.
visible one, so they usually come and
Thought
get
Willie was
me.
bad.
And then Brian's usually around, so I'll grab Brian, and then they'll answer. Like Dave said, they'll say, and what's your name? And he'll choose a name usually. And then he'll say it and walk away. And then I answer the questions, and then we
What's
usually
your name?
end.
Yusef Jones.
I remember that
And
one.
then they're all intrigued by like, who's that guy?
The place in Canton where I was walking in the place. I knew they were going to interview us. I was like, Brian, you got to go over there, Pete wants you. I walked in that one.
Yeah, the next time you see me give him a different name, they're like,
Yeah.
I thought your name was Jim. No, they fired him.
You look
Johnny.
just like the old bass player, man. Spitting image.
I'm like, I'm not getting interviewed. I haven't had makeup. I haven't been in the pancake room or anything, gotten anything.
That doesn't just happen.
He's done
Yeah.
so many interviews, though, man. It's just old. It's old hat.
It
You don't
gets
roll out of
old,
bed
you know.
looking like that.
It gets old.
He's talked to so many
Same
people.
old
It's
questions.
crazy.
And
Brian's been around. He hasn't got time for interviews, man.
No, after he sold the pawn shop. You know,
I don't even know where that came from.
I don't either.
Mark
I
out of the
probably
blue
made it
one
up.
day says, Brian, you look like a guy who would own a pawn shop.
shop.
And it was funny, but I didn't understand
He
it.
looks like an off-duty cop.
Yeah, he does.
He
That owns
does.
a pawn shop.
Yeah.
With the pawn
Yeah.
shop, yeah.
Does that on the side.
Are you a cop?
Selling stuff out the back. You're
A&E would-
ripping yourself off.
A&E would be all over Brian's show because of the fact he's constantly smiling. He's always happy.
Right?
Yeah.
We've never had a story.
That's why he looks shady, man, because he's always happy and shit.
Yeah, nobody's.
Yeah,
unhappy.
why's that guy smiling all the fucking time?
Smiling
You'll notice
assassin.
if you see photographs of us usually, like, it's pretty
You
rare.
guys are doing the serious band thing. He's over here.
Yeah,
we never.
Hey!
yeah,
First of all, we've never really take photographs.
He's like-
But when we do, normally we're all like, exhausted or just finished the show or whatever. It's pretty rare that there's photographs, but I can guarantee it. It's a pretty safe bet that Brian's going to be smiling.
That's like he's always going to do sound check and say, "Hey, watch it, look out."
If FanDuel had odds, you'd be wanting to lay some money on that. Because the dude's smiling, man, all the time. So anyway,
Well, it's good doing this band stuff.
It's so neat.
Yeah, it's neato.
it is. Brian has fun with it, don't
Especially
you,
with that
Brian?
hair. It looks like a guy like really doesn't swear that much. Like, well, shucks, man.
Yeah, you want to make
that
sure.
was
Golly
super
gee.
swell.
That's right. That's
Golly
exactly
gee,
right.
Wally.
Not many people know this, but Brian was the stunt double for Eddie Haskell on Leave It to Beaver.
I remember that. Yeah.
Not many people
You
know.
said
He never got camera
Steady
time.
Eddie Haskell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was 2 at the time.
He
but
never
they
got
made
the-
it work.
They made it work.
he never got camera time, but he was there just in case Eddie needed a fall guy.
They had him on someone's shoulders inside an
stilts.
Eddie Haskell costume.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
but
the Three Stooges trick,
Yeah.
Do we
Yeah.
cheat?
Do these guys bust your balls all the time? Because you're the only one that has this majestic, beautiful hair.
Usually, most of the time it's more me.
Really?
Brian's usually
I would
busting
think.
everybody's balls.
I don't say anything, but I'm definitely jealous. I mean, look at how luxurious
It
it
doesn't
is.
come up often, but
It's like
I'm
these
dead inside.
Those
because
headphones
of
are
it.
going to squash that fucking look. Oh,
Yeah.
right in the middle,
Yeah,
dude.
I'd be so bummed.
There's no mirror in the bathroom to fix it. You might have to throw a hat on or something, dude.
You're gonna have to dippity do that when you get home.
Dippity doo.
Are you a fop or a Dapper Dan man?
You should have used a shower cap or something.
But Brian's usually the
God
one.
damn it.
This is pretty good because Brian is usually the ball buster. He's usually the one throwing around the jokes and the light insults.
Right, now he's just taking
All
it.
the while smiling. So we've just lost a little
Yes.
barrage his way, and he's, as you can see, he's a good sport.
Yes. Well, it was actually really complimentary, frankly. I mean, it's not pretty easy to be a good sport when you got fucking sweet hair. Oh, you guys are great. That's so fun. That's
So when
great.
you got here,
I can't wait to go home.
Why
and
are you
comb
smiling
my
all the
hair.
time? Runs his
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Gee, I don't know.
Smooth operator.
I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
So what got you started in music, man?
Me?
Nope, him.
Oh, Brian.
oh
Yep.
me,
What year was that?
Dirk Diggler.
boy, I don't know.
I'm just gonna keep making
80.
up random.
What was
names.
your aha
84?
moment?
84, maybe?
When I played in a band, like
Just
or-
started.
What made you want to play
What threw
music?
a bass in your hand? Yeah.
Actually, they had these two guys, Pete and Dave. They had a show that they were supposed to do for Hamtramck Blowout. It was called that then.
Yeah, it was the
And,
Hamtramck blowout.
And
Metro Times blowout back
yeah.
then.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And anyways, so they had a couple other guys that played in the band with them, and they were also in a cover band. And those couple other guys couldn't do that show because they were doing cover band stuff.
I'd rather play the blowout.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm just saying. That's a good time.
Yeah.
yeah. And the crowd, I bet, was a bit better than than the cover band thing.
Right.
But anyway, so they needed somebody. It was like 2 weeks,
Yeah, it was 2 weeks before the show.
and
So we taught Brian like 6 songs.
How to play bass.
Yeah.
but then when the show for the night of the show, Dave couldn't find his bass, so I ended up playing the guitar and playing like the bass part stuff on the guitar.
Hey,
But,
How'd I lose my bass? Don't answer that.
Brian didn't even have a bass then. That was like 8. That was like 7, 8 years ago, maybe 6, 7, 8 years
but
ago.
I'm an idiot.
yeah,
just turn the
And it
bass
was
up on the
bass.
amp. Turn the
and it was us
The
with
mids
the
and-
rapper guy that rapped.
Well, we had Dave and I were in a band called Wax Gordon, and we recorded some stuff with a rapper from Detroit. He was in a group called Cold Men Young. His name's Mike Phelps, Microphone Phelps.
Cold Men Young.
Yeah.
I like it.
They were a collective that were around. They're not around anymore, but Microphone Phelps, Mike Phelps is still making music. But we recorded a 5-song EP with
EP?
Mike Phelps.
Trend?
EP trend,
Nothing but
5
EPs,
songs.
These guys.
We were called Wax Gordon was the name of our band. So we did a EP called Mike Phelps in the House of Wax, and it's 5 songs with a lead vocal rapper over with a punk band backing him, us. And that's what he was talking about. We had the
Is
show
that
at the
online
Blo-
somewhere? I like. to
Yeah,
hear
it's on
that.
Bandcamp.
Really?
Yeah, it's on Bandcamp.
That sounds
You can
really
go find it.
interesting, actually.
Just search for Mike Phelps in the House of Wax on Bandcamp, and it'll pop up.
Nice.
This one song we did with them was called Pour It on Paper, and it was produced by Mike Cheveria, who did a lot of work with Erykah Badu, actually.
And Busta
Really?
Rhymes
And
Dre.
Busta Rhymes.
He was on a Dre record.
Snoop and Dre, I think, too. But he was kind of Erykah Badu's go-to guy. He was a friend of a friend, and we got that one song produced. And we had Craig Holloway do the art.
That was the first. That was the first. We got him to do a verse on our track that Mike Chav produced, and then that kind of like, hey man, we should record an EP together and do some shows. And one of them happened to be at Metro Times Blowout,
Right.
and that's where 2 members of the band couldn't get in, so we got Brian. Basically, Brian played, and there was another dude who had a guitar that really wasn't playing. He was just there with a guitar that wasn't on, and he was just up there acting.
The fifth Beatle, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not true.
Oh wait, no, he was playing.
All right, it was true.
He was jamming.
He was jamming. But we did that blowout show, and that was the first show that Brian did.
Yeah.
But Brian and I met
That Cole, I
years
wonder
ago.
if that Cole, was it? what was
Cold
it?
Men Young.
Yeah, Cold Men Young. Did they have? They should have had a record out called Cougaran for sure.
They had some good records out. You
They
can
did,
find
they
their
should.
stuff online too. That's some quality Detroit rap. Good stuff, man.
Brian
Nice.
used to play noisy guitar with his friend Jay. They used to get delay pedals and get all wild and make noise. That was way, way back. And I met Brian then. I worked at Builder Square.
Oh boy.
Builder Square.
Yes, not Home Depot. Builder Square. Anyway, I met him there. I knew his brother for years through baseball. And we met there and became friends. And he turned me on to a lot of cool shit back then. Like, I was mostly just, metal, hardcore, punk. And he turned me on to, like, Sonic Youth and Dinosaur Jr., like, Butthole Surfer stuff,
Their early stuff,
early stuff,
not
of
before
course.
they turned bad.
But stuff like that I'd never listened to, and it kind of opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. And like then I got into a lot of noisy music and stuff. But he kind of like turned me on to a lot of it. And he's traveled with my bands, and we've hung out, and he's on a ton of our liner notes, and he's filled in for us. So he's finally his kids are grown, so now he's in a band.
So now he's in a band.
Now he's got the time.
Now he's got the time, thank goodness. But
And
he's
Mark-
been my musical guide for years.
Yeah. So now he's in the band, and like I said, Mark's been in the band about 1.5 years, but Mark and I have played in different stuff too. I was in a band that we couldn't find a drummer, and so we programmed a bunch of drums with a drum machine, and we're playing shows with a drum machine, and Mark happened to come to one of those shows, and he's like, "Hey man, you got," of course I recognized him from 3rd grade,
Right.
and like, "Hey,
Where's
you
your marbles, bro? You want to throw down out back some?
you looking for some?"
Yeah,
you
pulls them
looking
out of his
for that?
pocket.
Like, you mean these?
I'm still looking for that Steely. But no, he's like, "Hey, you looking for a drummer?" I'm like, "Yeah, we aren't, because we've been looking for one for like 2 years and couldn't find one. So that's why I've got this Dr. Rhythm."
Yeah, I don't know.
And
This
fucking-
drum machine's kind of nailing it right
But-
now. Like, I think we're good.
But no, we started jamming, and him and I, we did that stuff, and then that band fizzled out, and then him and I ended up being at that show. We realized we were like lived a couple blocks from each other, so we started writing a bunch of music together, him and I, and we had enough to play live. So we got a bass player and a guitar player to come and jam with us, and we were in that band for a while.
Wait,
called
so
The
you didn't
Hunchies.
see each other for years and years,
Yeah.
correct? And then you guys are just blocks away from each other?
Yeah.
As it ends up, yeah.
Probably 2 blocks.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Same neighborhood.
Like, you never see each other at the party store or whatever. somewhere
No.
locally.
Neighborhood marble matches. Nothing.
Yeah, the
that's the
big
thing.
throwdowns at the end of the road.
that band was called the Hunchies.
Yeah.
Winner gets the top
After
from fucking Christmas
The
story.
marble rule of no hunchies.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's the marble rule, no hunchies.
So there's a marble theme.
right.
So when we were thinking of bands for that, or names for that band, that's how we were going to first call it No Hunchies, the rule, and we're like, no, we're breaking the rules. We're going to call it the Hunchies. So that's what that band was called.
I like that name.
Thanks, man.
Did you say all the marbles was on
All
the
the
list?
marbles.
That was on the table for the band.
The Marbles.
That's
I
the name of
think
the
was
record.
in the
That's the name of
running
the EP. They don't put out records. EPs only.
Sorry.
So Mark and I have jammed a little bit on and off. We've been friends for a long time, and we've jammed and like freestyle, get together and make noise on and off over the years. And when we needed a drummer for this, man, I knew exactly who to call, because it had been a while since he had done some original stuff, and we had even talked about it. And so when we needed a drummer, I called him, man. He's been a perfect fit ever since. I knew he would be.
He just always seems to be available for you, sir.
well,
Yeah, that's-
yeah, you know, he's.
I was trying to get in a year before. I'm like, went to a show at Smalls, I think it was.
Like, hey, remember me?
I'm like, hey,
Hey,
that sounds
what's up?
good. Hey, if you ever, I'm interested. If you guys ever
I'm down to touch marbles again.
clink
yeah, man. it's-
metaphor.
We have fun with it, man. We have fun with this band. We were pretty good. We're all in the same kind of mindset, and we have fun doing it, man.
Mark just dropped right in. What's funny is when the Hunchies were still a band, I went over to where you practiced in Pontiac and recorded you guys. I had
Yeah.
this 16-track standalone Akai recorder with built-in hard drive. Old,
Yeah.
but it worked.
Heavy
I
as
took
hell.
it there and just ramshackled my shit together and
Recorded
a few of
an
their songs.
EP.
An EP. So I saw him live. I'd
So
known
weird.
Pete, and it was just like, yeah, let's do something. I got this thing, and I went to this Pontiac practice space. What was below Griff's Grill?
Yeah, we had a rehearsal space. There was a series of like a bunch of rehearsal studios in the basement of the building on Saginaw Street in Pontiac.
Pontiac, yeah.
And there would be other bunch of bands that would rent them out, and we had one there. And you came and recorded that,
Yep, yep.
and yeah. So
That was
man,
a cool practice space. I mean, it was, as far as practice spaces go,
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily luxurious, but
no.
They don't have to be.
When you think about it, it was dangerous as hell, because there was one way
one
out
exit. Yeah, yeah,
at the very end of this extremely long hallway.
yeah.
It was
No
the
windows.
only way out.
nothing.
So if there's a fire at the door, you're fucked.
it's
Yeah,
over.
and our room was the very last one at the very other end of the building. From
Anybody
the doorway.
think to bring a fire extinguisher?
I don't
No.
think we had.
Not no, but hell no.
And it was all carpeted too. So like if
Yeah.
anything ignited in there, man, we were going up like a furnace.
Like fire, rock and roll.
Yeah, it would have been hot.
Was that place
Red
called?
hot
Was that
rock
place
and
called
roll.
the Egress?
Egress.
Yeah.
We had a mattress catch on fire on one of our trips inside the car. I was in a band. We were traveling to somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Erie.
The far side of Pennsylvania. We're going to Wilkes-Barre to play with Sick of It All. And we were in the car, and somehow the mattress we were laying on top of the equipment caught on fire while we were driving. It's in the car.
How the fuck does that happen?
Well, I don't know.
Probably
Somebody-
a cigarette. out the
Spontaneous
window.
combustion,
Yeah.
folks.
Some partying fell on it, I believe.
Yeah.
Somebody pulled the tag off the mattress.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. It's like the dye pack, except for it literally sets
fucking
on
they burst
fire.
into flames. You pull the label off.
But yeah, that was scary.
Fuck
that just
you, Art
reminded me
Van.
of the
Fuck you,
fire.
Art Van. First thing I do.
Yeah, it was funny.
Take
I mean, it was
from the
funny
man.
now. The time it was kind of funny at the time too. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I bet.
We giggled.
Yeah, once it's out,
You
everybody's
giggled.
cool, man. You're like,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
that was nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it was a hole like that big, but
Sorry, my phone's ringing. I got
easy to explain
Oh,
away.
you're good.
It was my dad's carpet van, and it was like
Sorry
on
about
its
that.
last legs.
No,
I'm like,
no
fuck it, we'll
biggie.
take it to Wilkes-Barre.
Right.
Who cares?
You guys open for Sick of It All, huh?
Yeah, this band I was in called Ricochet. We did a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, we played a few shows with Sick of It All, and that little thing like 3 days in a row. We got back together 2015 or 16, and we toured with Agnostic Front in the South for like 6 or 7 days, and that was cool.
I've seen that band. They're great live.
Nice.
They're
They
the
kick
best.
ass, man.
Yeah,
Big fan.
I've seen him play a bunch of times. Got to play with him a couple times too, thankfully.
No, Pete's
Great.
played with everybody. Back at Blondie's, Pete's band, they opened for every band you could think of. Cro-Mags, AF,
Goo Goo Dolls?
DI, maybe.
No, we didn't open for Goo Goo Dolls.
Hey, they played. They used to be like a kind of a punk band.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit, man.
I remember seeing the tile on the ceiling that said Goo Goo Dolls right in the middle of that bitch all the time.
They're a
It was right
Buffalo
up there,
band,
but
too.
I never saw them.
Another
They were a
Buffalo
lot
band.
heavier. Their earlier stuff was actually
It's kind of like
much
Trash
different.
Brat type shit,
Yeah,
man.
it was much different
It
than
was actually
than the
good.
yeah.
Like
it was
when-
much different.
Like when Incubus was cool.
Yeah,
When was that? Yeah. sorry.
But,
sorry.
Their first album's
Bad
heavy as fuck, man.
I'll have to check it out.
It's straight up death metal.
really.
almost.
I'm not familiar with that.
That's when they were first incubating, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gotta be.
They hatched and fucked it all up.
This guy's like freaking Louis Anderson over here.
Not many people
Fucking carrot
realize
top-
that.
You Moby-looking carrot top motherfucker.
Hey,
You can also play an old
you.
woman.
but you know, not many people realize it. But Dave's actual the nephew, great nephew of Louis Anderson. Not
Everybody
many-
thinks
isn't
he's
that
the
right,
wish,
Dave?
the Wish version of James Hetfield.
Stop.
Yeah, not many people realize it, but Dave's actually Louis Anderson's great nephew. Isn't that right, Dave?
I think so.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
okay.
Like for real?
No.
No,
Oh, you sons of bitches.
not at all. Not at all. I am like him though. How am I like him? I mean, like I'm funny
Well,
or
you've
something?
got
Like
a
funny
L.
how?
Funny, I'm here to fucking amuse.
Yeah, L.A. Louis
This
Anderson.
stands for Louis Anderson.
Oh, Louis Anderson. I get it.
All right, so what about you, P? What got you started in music?
Well, I wanted to be. What got me started in music was when I was 8 years old. My uncle and his friend took me to see Kiss on the main floor, 15th row, when I was 8.
Is this Kobo or whatever? The
Olympia,
okay. Is this
And-
the Alive concert or?
Love Gun tour,
Okay.
and I'm aging myself. I'm kind
I
of
would have
old.
loved to went there. For
I
a
just
hockey
turned
game.
43, but
You look like shit for 43.
But no, I was on the 15th row, and my uncle and his friend passed me back and forth on their
You said you're
shoulders.
8?
I was 8.
That'd
And
be
they-
mind blowing.
And I saw that. It blew my mind. And from that moment on, I wanted to do that. So I used to lip sync to Kiss records and go walk to the party store and buy colored light bulbs in my bedroom. And I did the whole thing, man.
Did you
I
collect
was-
the cards? Little
the cards, the
Hell yeah,
comic
dude.
books, the
You
figures.
had to finish the poster, man.
The posters, all that. I was on board. And
All in.
Did you ever
I
see
was
Kiss
all
versus
in.
the Phantom?
I did.
What a piece of crap movie that
Oh
was.
yeah, but man, it was big shit. It was
I know.
big shit as a kid.
I have a VH copy of that somewhere.
It's funny. It's not even their voices.
no,
No.
it's all overdub shit.
But I
Gene
saw
Simmons
that and I
growls
wanted
like
to
a
be.
lion and shit. It's so
So what happened is, me and my buddy that we were both into Kiss together. We would do all that lip sync and stuff together. But when I was in high school, I was about 16, 15. I hung out with a cousin of mine and some friends, and they had a band who played covers. They did Sabbath and Van Halen and Alice Cooper
Oh yeah.
and stuff like that. And they didn't have a singer. So I would go and hang out and watch them jam, and they didn't have a singer. And I'm like,
Hey, I'm here.
I know these songs. So I started singing those songs, and that band turned into an original metal band. And that's where I started writing songs. started writing songs probably 17.
You write all the lyrics, or is it
For this band?
Yeah,
Yeah, I write all the lyrics. And Dave writes probably, I don't know, 70% of the music. I write probably about 30 currently. I don't know the percentage, honestly, but he writes a lot of riffs, and I write all the lyrics. And
Everyone's got their role then,
yeah, we're open for anybody with ideas.
except Tony Hawk over here.
If it's really cool.
Typically, everybody honestly does their own
You
whatever
don't
they
like
want.
cats?
Speaking of Tony
like
Hawk, thankfully
Oh,
a couple
yeah.
years back,
She likes
our
you.
song, we got a video for this track on YouTube called "Bleach My Bones in the Sun." And speaking of Tony Hawk, part of that track was actually about 3 years ago now, 4 years ago. That song, no, it was about 3 years ago. What's up, dude? Was featured in a Bagel Bites commercial with Tony Hawk.
Shut up.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, our song "Bleach My Bones in the Sun." You can find it. Bagel Bites commercial.
Yeah.
It's like a fake
like-
little interview. It's like 60-second commercial.
It's like
with-
Tony Hawk sells out.
Yeah.
Like, remember back then when he did
Yeah,
the
I do remember that.
And they said he's Bagel Boy, and they said he was a sellout. So it's revisiting that, and he's like totally embracing the sellout.
Right.
You know,
Sorry.
but at the end, he has it. They used our song.
They used our song
So
twice.
A friend of mine owns an ad agency.
Did you get paid for that?
Yeah.
We were
Nice.
compensated. Yeah.
He owns an ad agency with Tony Hawk. They're called Decal, and I went to school with him. He saw us play a benefit in Milford, and I probably haven't talked to him since high school. He saw us play. He's like, "Holy shit!" You know, he dug it, and he said, "Give me your number. We'll stay in touch." And then I don't know, a few weeks later, a couple
He's
weeks
like,
later, he's
"What?"
like, "Hey, you want to do a commercial for this Tony Hawk thing?" I'm like,
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I'm
"I
kinda
guess."
busy.
I mean, sure. I mean,
I don't know.
you know, I guess
Tony
if you're
Hawk,
in-
I'd never heard of her.
yeah, if you're into that kind of thing, I guess we could do it.
We
But-
met on it. We had a meeting.
Wait, so you guys
Not
did
really.
get paid then, or no?
We were
Yeah.
compensated. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, it's like all who you know how it goes. I happened to see, I know this guy. He saw us play at this.
We played at a
arbitrary
benefit.
in Milford.
It was for a Make-A-Wish benefit in Milford. This friend of ours, Kevin, threw, and he asked us to play.
Yeah.
And this dude, Dave, knew, like he said, he just happened to be in the area and heard music and walked by. And we happened to be on the stage, and he's like, "Holy shit, that's Dave!" And so we were loading out, and he came up and started talking to us. And like Dave said, about 2 weeks later, he hit us up saying, "Hey, you want this tune? Can we
Yeah.
put this tune in a commercial?" We're like, "Sure."
And
That's
I still,
freaking awesome,
still
man.
talk
And
to him.
Bagel
What was the
Bites.
other one we did?
We did another commercial with them too. It's
It's for this 511 tactical group. We did like a Christmas version of something.
you know how Twisted Sister does.
Oh, come all you faithful.
Come all ye faithful to We're Not Gonna Take It.
Yeah.
They wanted us to duplicate the Come all ye faithful like High Total style. So we did.
And by high total style, he meant exactly like how
Twisted Sister did it. Because we did it High Total style, and he's like, "Yes, that's awesome." And then he
yeah.
wrote back, he's like, "No, can you do it more like the original?"
The other people said no. So we basically just made it as close as we could to that. And we got some dude, we paid a dude to do the main vocals. It was like, we can't sing like fucking D. Snyder. Give me
Right.
a break. You know? It's like, so I got this guy we knew, and he did it really good. But it was fun. But all that to say, like, you never know. Play a show, because you just never know who's watching.
Yeah, you never know who's going to be there.
Some dude's just walking by. I'm like, that's
He was having dinner in the room.
It was next
it.
to
It
a
was connected
brewery.
To a brewery. He was having dinner there with his family, and I see him in the bathroom. I'm like, he's like, "What you doing there?" I'm like, "We're playing a show over." He's like, "Oh, I'll finish up." Chuck comes over, and he's like,
Yeah.
"The rest is history."
Right.
We were loading up, and he came out. He actually bought a shirt, and then he's like, "Hey, man," he was bought merch and everything. He was.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Pretty smart fella. He's got a lot of experience in that field, ad agency stuff, and so.
which ad agency?
Called Decal, D/CAL. He owns it with Tony Hawk, so it's Detroit, California is
Okay.
the play on that. So, but
I used to work for a couple ad agencies back in the day.
yeah,
Nice.
they do some really cool shit.
Oh,
They
it's
do a
fun
lot
as
of
hell
cool
to work
stuff.
at, man.
Yeah, I got an uncle does TV commercials.
Nice. Yeah, since we did that, I
Cadillac.
follow their stuff on
Oh,
social
shit.
media, and they
Jeep.
do some really cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
Some really remote location shoots and stuff. It's really cool.
Are they based out of Detroit then now?
Detroit, California.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, I think most of the people are based in Detroit, but they run their finances through California. So if you make money there, you got to clean in California. That's
So-
fine,
wait.
of course, but
We
You
don't
sounded really
allegedly.
bitter there for a second.
Allegedly,
Kidding
we
me? I
have
love
no
state
real
taxes.
idea how that works. Honestly, we have no clue. We're just, allegedly.
All
we don't
allegedly.
have no. We don't
You guys are just the talent.
right.
Well, they asked us, hey, can you do this for us? And we're like, yeah, we can do that for you.
I don't think the
So
word
we-
talent
You
was
have
ever
no idea if
mentioned,
you
but
like. I don't know if we can do this.
We tried.
but just lie. Fuck
We
it,
gave
man.
them a 15-second version
Fake it
and a
till you make it,
30-second
man.
version,
Yeah.
and and they were happy with it. And it was on a commercial.
we came
So-
through.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun. We've had some pretty good luck with some stuff.
But the Bagel Bites one, we didn't record anything in particular. They just used a track that was already released.
yeah,
So we gave them permission to use it for I think 18 months or 24 months or something for the
Yeah.
length of the.
some sort of
Length of the
licensing,
spot.
something or other. We're like, you can keep as long as you want.
So is that commercial on YouTube?
Yeah. Yep. You can find it on YouTube.
I've seen it.
And by the
That's
way,
going in the podcast.
yeah. So, but anyway, that's a good segue because you can find anything high totals related by just simply going to hightotals.com. It'll link to all of our social media. It'll link to YouTube stuff. It'll link to all the new videos, the old videos, our streaming music. It has an email link. It'll just take you anything you need. High Totals is High Totals. We have a website.
Sweet. Is your phone number on there?
No, but the email
I'm
address
gonna
is.
hack. I'm gonna hack. I'm an IT guy. I will hack your website. Put your phone
I
number.
do
on
have
there.
I do have a counter at the bottom that tells how many people have been at it.
Yeah. I'll just keep,
1993 when we
just
did
keep
that.
hitting refresh. 40 million hits.
Yes.
But if you hit the email link, I do check the email on my phone, so it'll be connected that
It's
way.
almost like a phone number.
Yeah.
Close enough.
But yeah, so if anybody is interested in the videos we're talking about, maybe Dave can go out and dig up the Bagel Bites commercial and post it on the website. Link it
I'll
there.
just steal it off YouTube.
You can you can do that. The new link to the new Therapy Sessions Volume 1 videos are up there. Bandcamp link, all that stuff.
Nice.
It's all there.
I feel like we should be holding that record, though.
Yeah, we should. You should go out to your car and get
Should I?
it.
Can I go get that?
Let's do the little
Yeah, we'll
break
take
thing.
another break and play
Okay.
you some more high totals. This is fun.
My name is Elena.
I'm Russell. I'm Adam.
We are Tiger Lily, and you're listening to
Detroit
State of Mind.
We're right back to it. Ready to blast through it. Right back to that place, and I got right back to it. Always, always, yeah, what a man.
Hadi şöyle durun bakayım, şimdi katır tekmesini yiyeceksiniz.
The tour in St. Clair Shores.
Yeah, we're back.
We're hitting the shores this weekend.
Oh yeah, we hit them all. It was a grueling month, if I recall.
Yeah, we're actually on tour. Last week, we played at Electric Crown Records in Flint. It was their 5th anniversary party. Mike from Electric Crown had us up. We played in the parking lot right out front of the store.
Show 1.
So it's right down the street
time?
from where you live then.
It was actually really cool. Yeah, but that just kicked off the tour.
Yeah, that was the tour. That's what started the tour. So, and then we went to,
We took a couple days off.
Yeah, we had a couple off days.
And then we
Did some touristy stuff.
and we had
around
a
Flint.
rehearsal day.
We
Just
had
to
a
get back
rehearsal
in the
day,
groove.
yeah.
Then 2 off days.
Sampled the
And then
water.
today.
Yeah.
And then today we were obviously
This is the
here,
second show.
show of the tour,
Yeah.
here on Detroit State of Mind.
Yeah. We're DIY, so we're kind of gonna figure it out.
Where's
as we
the
go.
next stop?
We have
The
a day
next
off.
stop
We have a day off.
Is home.
2 weeks. No, the next
Parts
stop.
unknown.
The next stop is October 15th in Auburn Hills. We're playing a show at the Foreign Legion in Auburn Hills with.
That's the outdoor venue, right?
Yeah, the one where I saw you guys
Yeah,
play.
yeah,
Where-
yeah.
That's where I actually met you.
Yeah.
The one and only time that we actually were able to speak in person.
I think I did speak to you at Smalls after you guys played. With
we
that
played with the
Strange
Strains.
show. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that place. We're playing there October 15th, 2 weeks from today.
Who else is on that?
We're
gig?
playing,
a whole bunch of punk bands, whatever.
Side Effects,
Okay.
the DDTs,
Keep going.
Duck Butter.
All been here.
Our friends from Buffalo are coming in, called Pure Heel. They've had us to Buffalo a handful of times.
Nice.
So they're actually coming in to do the show. I think people should make sure they check them out because these guys bring it hard.
Do they?
They bring it. Yeah.
Is this the last one of the year for that venue, or
I don't know. Mark from Duck Butter actually asked us to play the show.
right on?
And so we've been trying to get Pure Heel out here to play a show. We tried to trade some shows. Jay from Pure Heel is actually one of the artists that's done the art for one of the upcoming 7-inches.
The next, or the Holloway, he's the B side,
He's
or
the
the
B-top.
other side of the Craig Holloway artwork, 4th record.
Right. So that show, October 15th, is 2 weeks from today in Auburn Hills at the, Foreign Legion, just right in downtown Auburn Hills. And again, it's Side Effects, DDTs, Duck Butter, Pure Heel from Buffalo, New York.
This is actually
and
a really
High
good
Totals.
show.
It's going
I
to
might
be a
have to
great
make
show.
Come out for this.
It's going to be really good. I'm telling you, you guys know the first 3 bands because
Oh,
they've
yeah.
all been here. And they're local, and we've all seen them, and they're great.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, Pure Heel, man, they bring it. We played with them last time we played with them in Buffalo. We played in this little coffee shop, literally ceilings as high as this
Yeah.
basement, and it was like wall-to-wall people.
No shit.
Yeah, and they bring it.
The guys,
They're good.
Yeah, the guys in Pure Heel are in another band called Pissing Match, who are
Yeah.
also very good.
Yeah,
Very
That's a great name for
old
a fucking
circle
band.
jerks, like,
yeah.
like super short songs. And Jay sings in that band, I think. And
Yeah.
he plays guitar in Pure Heel.
Yeah, he does.
But, yeah, he's a talented tattoo artist, too.
Yeah, he's a great artist. Like I said, he's doing the art for a song we got called Feeds. It's going to be on one of the upcoming 7-inches. And I'm telling you, don't miss the show. It's going to be good. October 15th. It's free. It's
We
like
give a
donations. They
podcast,
sell
don't we?
beer
Can't beat
there.
that.
You should do the live podcast from there, man.
We tried that in Hamtramck one time, and I forgot a cable.
Oh,
We couldn't do it.
that
Yeah, so
sucks.
fuck it all up.
We have like 3 hours of video footage we've done nothing with yet.
Right on.
I got
Yeah,
one
we
cable.
never do that.
But while we're on it, right now we have
Wait, is Eric running sound for that then, or?
I think Mark and Eric. I think Mark said that he's got the PA set up, and we're all backlining. So I'm not sure on the PA situation.
Interesting.
I know that somebody's got to do sound.
Do we have a podcast that weekend?
Don't know. Probably.
Oh yeah, we do. They're coming the 15th.
Yep.
Damn it.
So I'm going to the island.
I don't know who they
Yeah.
are, but we can cancel that, I'm sure,
Yeah,
right?
we can cancel.
Fuck
You guys
'em.
come on.
Yeah, man. I'm sure they're nice people.
Would
but-
you guys mind moving your show to another day so we can come?
We're gonna have to get with Mark in the about that because it's his show.
Let's get him on the horn right now. Let's call him up.
Got it. Yeah.
Anyway,
While we're on it, though, we were
Yes.
talking about it earlier. This is the
Hey, Mark.
lathe cut 7-inch we were talking about that we just released. It's got "Let's Open My Head" on this side. The art by Huff Stuff from Akron, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio, Akron, Ohio.
I would take it out. It's reflecting on that bad
yeah,
boy.
it probably is. But they're sweet, man. Picture disc, 7-inch picture disc.
Those are pretty cool,
Yeah,
man.
that's very cool.
That's side, the Let's Open My
They're
Head
33
side.
or 45?
They're 33 speed. And then that's the side for the art for Rarely Ever Genuine.
That's a Pete art right there. Pete.
That
did
was done by me.
That's
And
sweet.
every one of these bad boys, there was 40 of them made. They're numbered. They come in this sleeve, has the number. And each one of them comes with a sticker of the artwork for each side, each song, as you can see. And anybody that gets one of these also gets a special limited set, holographic set of Ghetto Boys stickers. We like to pay tribute to our favorite rappers by making stickers. We usually give them away for free at shows or work them into T-shirt deals at shows or give people, like we've made Gucci Mane stickers. We've made a bunch of stickers.
It's odd you didn't bring us any.
Well, we would, but they're exclusive to people who buy the record.
Exclusive.
You just said you give them away at shows.
Yeah.
But not these Ghetto Boys
Also
ones.
Oh.
The
You know what,
Gucci Mane
Dave?
ones got free at shows.
Dave, I'll just take a picture of it. I'll just make it myself.
Right.
But I don't have the Ghetto Boys stickers were somewhere here. I don't know where they
Yeah,
went.
what happened to
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
They
what
still
you're
in the
talking about.
box?
He stole them.
No, they're in the box.
I told you I'd get one,
Stole.
Rich. Told you I'd get one.
Who'd you get? I got Willie D. I got
You get 'em
Bushwick
all.
Bill.
You
Well-
can trade them.
Too bad you guys didn't each have one of those stickers on your forehead.
It's fucking great. Like, what are you talking about, man?
I don't know. They magically disappeared or
Got that right
something.
there in front of you.
Oh, they're right here. They all they
That's why you can't
they
see
were
it. They're
camouflaged.
holographic.
See what happens
They're-
when you point fingers at somebody else?
The
Three of them
best.
Three
point
of them
back
point
at
back
you.
at you, homie.
Bushwick Bill,
Like a Bushwick Bill.
Willie D.
Obviously, Willie
How many of
D.
these guys are still alive?
Bushwick Bill,
All
rest
of them.
his soul. He died a couple.
So did
years
DJ Ready Red, actually.
back. That's Scarface. And for a limited time, you might get a Gucci Mane sticker. You might get a Birdman sticker thrown in. But one thing you're surely going to get is a Heist Totals logo sticker, both holographic and a white one if you buy a record.
Hell yeah.
Also,
which we hooked you guys up with some logo stickers, I think.
Yeah.
Also,
I'd rather have a Bushwick Bill one.
Yeah.
well, it's funny you say that.
Understandable.
Buy a record.
Yeah, we were thinking about marketing those separately, but there's one missing.
You
from
might
that.
get sued though
Yeah,
for
you might
like
get-
copyright or
We
something.
might.
Like
Sue
that.
me for what?
Yeah.
What are you gonna sue me for? For all the money I made off your stickers I gave
Give me
away?
your fucking hat, dude.
Take it. If Willie D sues me, that kind of would be
That
a
would
badge
suck.
of
There's no
honor.
dude. Can you imagine getting that cease and desist letter in the mail? I'd frame that.
I was
son
gonna
of a bitch.
say, yeah.
Absolutely.
I would
We
be
would
like,
just stop
Willie.
making them, and then we would keep frame the letter. Simply stop making them.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then sell stickers of the letter.
Dave was alluding to the next record.
Yes. So if you look at the cover art for the self-titled Ghetto Boys album, you'll see those three gentlemen on there in those poses. That's what
Yes.
it's taken from. There's one missing. There's a fourth picture on that cover. It's the DJ Ready Red. May God rest his soul or whatever.
Or whatever.
I've never heard of the fourth guy, to be honest.
Well,
with you.
he was their DJ.
He didn't rap. He just DJ.
Yeah,
Okay.
he just DJs. So if you're a Ghetto Boys fan, you got to have all four. You can't just have three, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
collect
don't
them
be
all.
ridiculous.
right.
So the next record, guess what comes in it?
It may or may not have that.
DJ Ready
What?
Red.
Shut the front door.
Complete the
Boom.
set. You complete the set, but guess what? Another set starts next record.
Then you have Bushwick's Kid.
No.
Close. No, it's not close. But we're gonna do something else that intrigues you to get the next record. Kind of like ICP does with those Joker cards or whatever. Ours are like rapper cards.
So what is it?
DJ Ready Red.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I thought
next.
you, no,
oh,
I
the
thought you
next.
meant something after that.
The
oh
next
yeah,
set?
that's not been. We haven't unveiled that yet. Don't get it. Don't,
But I
let's
will
not-
say,
we don't get an
There's
exclusive.
a whole rollout plan here. I mean, I got to talk to the management. You know,
but there will be a special
These
sticker.
guys? What do you mean management?
We got to
Yeah.
call Tony
my
Hawk.
mom, my
There
mom
will
and
be
dad.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, you got to get a hold of Tony.
My
We
parents.
at the
Or
next
Big
show
T, I
though,
call
there
it.
is a limited edition sticker that will be available at that October 15th show though.
And you're not revealing it?
No, I'm going to tell you guys right now. I'm only going to tell you guys.
Cool, because no one else listens to this
Do
show.
you have
anyway,
one of them
so.
with you?
I don't have one of them with me there at home.
gosh.
I just got them
Yeah,
yesterday.
they're cool. Though.
Son of a bitch.
I just got them.
What are they?
ODB.
Oh, snap.
Holographic ODB stickers, man.
Yeah.
I'm a Wu-Tang fan, man.
Boom. So you need one of those ODB stickers bad. I bet.
right?
Did you get that picture of that shirt I sent you?
Which one?
The Wu-Tang? Instead of the woo, it's got fucking
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Woo Tang.
That's all.
You know what coincidence that you say that? The flyer, the art for the October 15th show, has Ric Flair on it. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, he's taking a blast of green mist to the face from the great Kabuki.
Nice.
That's hot.
Yeah. Well, obviously it's hot. And Pure Heel, the band, we did it sort of. Heel is like a term for a bad guy in wrestling.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's their band. So we're like, I'm gonna find a good heel shot,
Yeah.
and it's even better because
The
he's
great
doing it against
Kabuki.
really somebody the greatest baby face of all time, Ric Flair, even though he's bad guy times. But Kabuki spraying green mist in the face of Ric Flair embodies the whole.
Yeah, man, and it's a great photo. He's getting blasted right in the face. It's pretty sweet.
Is this NWA era that you're talking about, Kabuki or whatever? Because that name does not sound familiar to me.
That's a wrestler.
It's a wrestler.
No, I know, but like NWA was like Ric Flair used to be in the NWA before he was in like the
Oh,
WWE.
we're talking about rappers.
Rappers NWA, but I love where you're
No,
going with
not
that.
the rapper. I'm talking about
National
the
Wrestling Alliance.
Yes,
Before that.
Gordon
Ric Flair
Soley.
was in NWA.
Brian can answer any wrestling questions.
Well, Dave too.
That's another thing we have a lot of knowledge on.
I don't have any wrestling thing. I just like
He
rap.
wasn't. It wasn't during that.
But he was in the NWA,
Yes.
Yeah.
like
Way
Road
back.
Warriors and
When World
all that
Championship
shit.
Wrestling was on
Yes.
TBS and that tiny studio, Gordon
Yeah.
Soley,
right?
Tony Schiavone,
Yeah.
Fabulous Freebirds,
Yeah,
guys like that.
that was
man.
actually a better wrestling federation, man. I think
It was.
anyway.
Remember-
Sting started there too, didn't he?
I don't know. I just remember the Road Warriors would come in, and before they'd
They
even get to
ruled.
the riff of Iron Man, they'd have already beaten the guys and thrown them
Yeah.
out of the ring.
because they're
I had a
badass.
girlfriend once, and she broke my heart. I broke her jaw.
And then they got a guy in a full press. They throw him out of the crowd. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, that was quick.
What was the other federation with the Von Erich brothers? Where like 3 or 4 of them, they all committed suicide.
That's Texas. I don't know what that was. If that was NWA.
Yeah, it was like some Southwest
that territory, the Von
federation.
Erich territory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
it was huge down there. They're
Yeah.
playing stadiums and shit, man.
Yeah.
they all died.
When
man.
they all committed suicide.
Except for David, I think. No, not David. There's one left. I want to say. I can't remember which one, but there's a documentary about it. It's pretty
Yeah, I've seen
tragic,
it.
man.
Yeah.
It's real tragic. Wrestling is tragic.
It wasn't Fritz. It wasn't
I was
Fritz,
just-
that's for sure.
No, I
not
was
Fritz
just sitting
Von
here.
Erich.
I was just sitting here thinking that there's going to be documented evidence of me sitting here looking completely lost, having no clue what any of you guys are talking
You
about.
never
I'm
watched
like,
wresling back in the 80s?
No.
No.
Okay, just one more
Really?
super nerdy thing.
You
about
guys were the
wrestling.
tag team champions. How do you not?
We're too busy wrestling to watch it.
And marbling.
Too many chairs to the head. They don't remember nothing.
Axe and smash, demolition, right there.
Oh, yeah.
So I have in my car, I have a game, a dice game, a wrestling dice game.
Okay.
So it's my friends from high school, and I've all these years he's like, "You've got to give it back to me." I'm like, "Okay, one day." So I finally put it in my car. I'm going to take it back to him. So this game, it's basically like Dungeons and Dragons for wrestlers, right? You said, yeah.
How many years
Anyway,
have you had this?
it's
Don't say.
What 30?
86.
And it's in your car right now.
Yeah. So it's.
Are you
it's-
actually going to give it back to
Just
him?
in case you guys want
Yeah,
to
I,
play a
have,
game.
I haven't
we
wanted
Yeah.
to, but I told him I
You
would.
guys
He's
will
like,
run
"Please."
the translation.
Anyway, I'll
Of
short
underneath
version.
the
Short
Right.
Told
version.
him if he didn't give it back, he'd get Pearl Harbored. So
I definitely get a stiff arm bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe an abdominal
This
stretch.
stinky
for all I
face.
know.
You know what you do? Save it till Christmas, wrap it up, and then give it to him.
I should.
That's a great
I should.
idea.
Yeah, or a birthday or some shit.
Yeah, that's
So
a good
anyway,
idea.
it's just this card where basically you roll a dice and it tells if you're on offense or defense, and then you roll. It plays your move against the defensive move, and whoever wins it somehow gets the points.
It's
He
like
had-
That is
Dungeons
total
and Dragons.
D&D,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, and he had not just. It wasn't enough to have just the sheets in the game. The dude made a stack like this of his own wrestlers, and tournaments, and averages of wins.
And you just stole this from him.
Yeah.
His whole
Yes.
childhood.
I had it myself.
What a
too.
dick.
I had
There's all this cool creativeness.
No, I'm awesome. I had one too.
What he
but I
did
borrowed
is he
his.
kept it in the archives to give
Oh,
it back
okay.
to
It
him.
was a collaborative effort. By
It's like a
collaborative, I
time
mean
capsule.
he did it all, and I kept it.
Right.
So
So basically, you're a thief.
No, he said he was awesome.
No, he's an archivist.
More or less.
Archivist or whatever they
a
call
borrower,
those
a
people.
professional borrower.
There's a fine line there, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't have any clue. I could tell you that back in the 80s there was like Hulk Hogan and stuff.
Yeah, Junkyard
Andre the
Dog
Giant,
and-
but that
yeah.
I didn't. I had
Yeah,
no
that was like
clue.
WWF stuff. That
Yeah,
whatever.
and that's
Junkyard
because it was
Dog.
on TV. I was aware of it, and it happened
Yeah.
at the Silver Dome, and I was aware of it.
JYD, man.
But I
Yeah,
have
it
no
was
clue,
awesome.
man.
I went to WrestleMania 3.
He got killed in the
Yeah,
car
I was there
wreck,
too.
think.
That shit was awesome, dude.
was.
I was like 15 or some
Yeah.
shit, man.
It's the first time I ever chewed tobacco. and I threw up over the ledge.
The big boss
On to
man.
Brutus Beefcake.
Oh man.
Bruce the Barber.
Yeah, man.
The barber.
So going back to the music thing, you're talking about rap artists, whatever. Favorite rap artist?
Who?
Whoever.
That's hard.
Brian, you picking one? Or you?
Boy, I don't know. I don't
How about
have
two?
A favorite anything.
You don't have a favorite anything?
It always changes.
Do you have a favorite comb that you brush your hair
Yeah.
with? I know you do.
MC Hammer.
I bet you he has a bunch of like hair creams and like fucking
Yeah.
nice mirrored
I
Guy's
like
professionally
lit up
coiffed.
glass.
It's got a whole closet full of shit.
I'll go. I like a lot of the. There's some new shit that's really good. I like, but I like Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul stuff. Was always into that.
I think
And
De La Soul's cool.
Public Enemy
Yeah.
and NWA stuff and Ghetto Boys, of course. But all that
Dude,
stuff.
90s rap, hip hop, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That was the greatest era, at least for me, for
Yeah.
rap, dude.
It was really
There's
good.
so much good stuff out
Yeah,
there.
there's some
man.
new stuff that's pretty good too. Like, I was into like, Wu-Tang and did I say Public Enemy? I listened to a lot of that stuff and Nas. I recently, one thing, Nas has been around forever, but I slept on him for a long, long time. And recently, in the last year and a half, I started listening to some stuff based on one of his new records.
Yeah.
And then I went back and started listening to the old stuff, man. And I became a big Nas fan, but I was pretty late to the game. But I enjoy a lot of rap, man. Run the Jewels. Oh man, Run the
Not hip.
Jewels.
Not hip.
Dude, Run the Jewels has been booked to open the Rage Against the Machine tour.
Really?
They
They're
did.
the open.
They opened
yeah,
it.
there's been a bunch. The Detroit date was one of the ones that was rescheduled. Like now, it's the third rescheduled date next April. I've got my tickets. Run the Jewels, man, so damn good.
I remember the first time I saw Rage, I went to actually see House of Pain, and Rage was opening up for them.
State
Yeah.
Theater.
State Theater.
Yeah.
And by the time Rage was done, I'm like, I don't even care if I see House of Pain.
Yeah.
That was the first time they wiped the floor with fucking House of Pain. No
Right.
offense to them.
Didn't we see Rage Against the Machine at St. Andrews for $5? Did you go to that one? And Meredith forgot his ID. $5 at the shelter. Rage Against the Machine right before that self-title came out.
I saw him at the Capitol Theater in Flint with Public Enemy and Cypress Hill. And Rage
No,
Against
that's
the
a
Machine.
fucking show, dude.
Yeah,
That'd have been great.
Fuck
that
yeah.
was really good.
I think
Yeah.
we saw Fugazi and Beastie Boys too, didn't we, at State Theater?
Didn't they play on top of the Phoenix Center in Pontiac? Wasn't that show in
Fugazi would
Pontiac?
play with Big Chief or Laughing Height. Big Chief, I think, with Fugazi on Phoenix Center.
Yeah, there were so many good shows on Phoenix Center in that little
Seen
span of
Tool
time.
up there.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah?
were some good shows.
Saw Rollins band.
Rollins with Beastie Boys.
Cannibal Corpse.
Rollins with Beastie Boys was nuts up
Misfits.
there, man.
George Clinton I seen up there was awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen Clutch up there.
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy.
Yeah. There's some good
Yeah,
shows
I
up
did see
there.
Clutch up there.
I saw Clutch.
It's a shame that venue. Wait, that Phoenix Center's not around anymore, right? It's
It's
still
there,
a parking
but it's
structure,
like
right? But they
it's
don't
the
do anything up there.
No, that place, the roof that they installed like a year before they closed it just blew off last winter.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the shell of what used to be. There's
They had a,
Dude,
they had
that's such a
band
cool
in
little
there.
outdoor freaking thing, man.
really
They said
cool.
they
Yeah.
wanted to shy away from making money and all that.
Yeah, because Pontiac's got too much fucking money.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're loaded.
They don't want the World Cup anymore.
We're gonna leave it all to the
Eats
bar.
and eats.
Is that Saginaw Street right there?
Yeah, downtown.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it all to those bars and make all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're making a ton.
You guys
Yeah.
ever listen to Hobson?
Don't know who that is.
Check him out, man.
Good stuff.
Rapper.
Fuck yeah, it's you
Yeah.
killed something.
What happened?
Don't know.
Plug that gray cable back in.
Oh.
My bad.
Way to go, Rich. It's still recording.
I don't know what.
damn.
If you put a gun to my head, now that I've thought about it, if I had to pick one rapper, I don't know.
Who would it be?
Chuck D.
Scarface, maybe. I'd
Scarf-
say Scarface, maybe.
Scarface is good, man.
Scarface. All right, Scarface it is.
Wow. I wouldn't have guessed that. I mean, I'm down. I like Scarface, but I wouldn't have think that you would pick him.
I don't know. I like Gucci Man a lot. I like Public Enemy.
Yeah.
I like Eric B. and Rakim. That was one of my firsts. Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
I think maybe I seen. I don't know if I remember rap. Yeah, I've seen Kid Rock at Harpo's way back. Yodeling in the Valley days.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yodeling in the valley.
That was before it all.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I won't say it.
I was a Run
What,
DMC
with the shit?
guy.
It was before
Yeah,
he
I'm-
went. Before
I'm
he
not a
started
fan.
making money.
I like the Run DMC.
Yeah, I mean, he made a lot of fucking money though, man. Kid Rock. He's done a lot of shit good in the communities too, so I can't say anything bad about him. I'm not a fan of his
I actually
music.
prefer his
Mark
early
said-
rap shit as opposed to everything else.
Yeah.
Mark, did you say like you like the Run DMCs?
I like the Run DMC. That's where I started. I kind of got off in the '90s, went back to rock and metal and shit, but
Yeah, I never got on the rap train.
nah, Grandmaster Flash. I mean, that's
Yeah.
and Ice-T. That's terrible, but
Ice-T is
it's what-
terrible.
back in the day, he couldn't rap on beat to save his life, but in that movie Breakin' one, but then when he was in Propane,
We're
I
done,
really-
sir.
6 in the morning.
Oh, the original Gangster album is bad.
Dude, you kidding me? That fucking album is
Yeah,
fucking
it's legendary.
gold, dude.
Legendary. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a great record.
Mark's like, fuck you.
You know, it'd be a great.
Go
You know, it'd be a great cover song for you guys. Fucking Midnight off fucking Original Gangster.
Oh wow,
Like
yeah, that's a
Midnight
slow,
Joy.
heavy ass jam.
Yeah, sludgy as shit, dude.
Ice-T.
Midnight
Ice-T
chillin'.
had that heavy thing going before Body Count. He's on a new Madball song. It's pretty funny.
Is he?
He's on the new Megadeth tune, too.
Is
Wow.
Yep.
he? He's on this Madball song called "Evil Ways." It's an older Madball album. It's not new now, but it's good.
Right
it's
on.
pretty good. He's funny.
I think I just heard a new Body Count song the other day, and it's kind of getting a little monotonous. It's like,
yeah, there's not. I mean,
The original Body Count band was the best.
yeah, it's kind of
there's
like
only so many cop killers you can.
The
write.
rest of them are all dead, but him.
Yeah,
They've all been shot.
By
True
cops.
story.
well, I think a couple guys died of
By each
cancer.
other,
and shit.
probably.
Not
they're
many
cop
people
killers.
realize it, but they've all been killed by cops. Isn't that right, Dave?
and that's why they wrote the song
Cop killer.
as a foreshadowing of them all
Right,
being
exactly.
shot by cops.
I was at I think it was Lollapalooza at 2, and Soundgarden was playing. I think it was the second one, and
Yeah.
It
ended up-
sounded terrible there. at that one.
but they did Cop Killer at the end.
No shit.
Yes,
Soundgarden did?
yeah,
The
because it was
the
highly controversial at that fucking point. I'm assuming they're trying to make a point. Or something.
the Lollapalooza, the first Lollapalooza, Ice-T and Body Count actually played.
I
So
was not at that one.
I was at that one, and they actually played
I
that.
see
I couldn't get
Harpo's.
tickets. It fucking sold out like in seconds,
Yeah,
man.
that was a great show.
Yeah.
Rollins, and
Yeah, Jane's
Ice-T,
Addiction.
Jane's Addiction, 9 Inch Nails,
Yep.
Living Color.
No shit.
Yeah, Susie and the
Vernon
Banshees,
Reed's a
which I
bad
did.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
I
Living
like
Color.
Susie and the Banshees, man.
Living Color was really, really good, man. I wasn't really into that band much before that show, and I saw them live, and my whole opinion changed. I never really paid a whole lot of attention to them, to the couple songs they played on the radio.
Vernon Reed's a badass motherfucker.
Yeah, then
on
I
the
saw
guitar,
them
dude.
play live, and it
He
forced
plays
me.
under his chin.
Yeah, and Corey Glover is a vocalist. Fuck,
Oh yeah, he's
dude.
fantastic.
Come on.
But seeing them live sent me to explore the rest of their stuff, and I'm like, man, these songs they play on the radio, they're okay, but you
Yeah.
get deeper into those records, and you're like, holy shit.
Well, that's the record label for you.
yeah,
Yeah, that is too. They know better, right? This is what people
Sure.
are going to want to hear.
But that was a great show. Jane's Addiction was, I think, they were at their,
That's when they had
the
the hill
pinnacle.
on fire.
Yeah,
Right?
the hill was on fire too.
Is that on
This
2?
hill is on fire.
Is that the one where they're throwing the sod too? On
Yeah,
two?
there was a
Yeah.
million fires on the hill. You look
Yeah.
back, because I was in the pavilion, and there was just giant fires.
Yeah,
and you
people
saw
like fucking
people
slam
running
dance around the
them.
fires and
Yep.
shit.
I remember being just so bummed at how bad Chris Cornell sounded.
Dude, I think
It's
you're
like-
wred.
I
I
don't
disagree,
know, man.
man.
He sounded
Maybe I
bad,
was just
man.
drunk enough or some shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't
love
see the second
I
one.
love
Oh.
Soundgarden, but I was just.
Super Unknown is fucking one of my top 10 albums.
I think he's probably smashed though. I think it's back when he was in the
Yeah, I don't know.
throes of it. Maybe I don't know.
My buddy gave me a ticket for the Detroit show, and I'm like, I was hungover. I don't want to feel like going, dude.
Oh
He
man,
fucking killed himself that night.
Shit.
Damn.
So I never got to see
Shit.
Soundgarden live.
I was in line to see Soundgarden at St. Andrews one night where they were playing like a one-off show, and it was super cold. I was with the Retribution guys, an old band I was in, and we were waiting there, and it was like people had a fire around the corner from St. Andrews, and then
Some hobo shit.
yeah, and then we never got in. Like
damn.
we still didn't get in. We waited for like an hour on this fire, and then like sorry, that's full.
I stood in
sucks.
line for Nirvana at St. Andrews, and same thing. I didn't get in.
Yeah.
Never saw him live.
You know what sucks? It bums me out, man. I had friends that was invited to see Nirvana. They played, I think, on New Year's Eve at the state fairgrounds at some point. I think it was the In Utero right around that time. It was on New Year's Eve, I think it was. I could be mistaken on the date. But so I got asked to go, and I turned it down. I didn't go. If I can't remember why, but I did not go. And then
Is that when he passed away a few months later?
and then shortly
whatever?
after that, short time after that, he was done. But
He died?
oh yeah. Not many people realize this.
Courtney did it. We
Not-
went to the moon?
Not many people realize it, Dave, but Kurt Cobain actually is dead.
He's no longer with.
And
Rest in peace.
A lot of people don't know that the guy from
He's
the
shacked up with
Mentors,
Elvis.
the Mentors killed him.
He was approached.
Somebody
He
threw
was
him in front of a
approached.
train.
El Duce?
Hold on, Mike.
El Duce was
Yeah.
approached.
Somebody
Allegedly.
threw him in front of a train.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
My
Duce?
wife.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
well,
oh, yeah,
I
he
guess I'm
dead.
not surprised.
Yeah,
yeah.
we got run over by a train.
Mentors, fuck movie. Mentors were crazy.
Yeah, they were.
I actually played a show with Mentors.
fuck them, forget them.
We played a show with Mentors at Blondie's once. That's one of the
You
bands.
guys
I played
were
with.
awful.
They were bad. They were horrible. But
You guys like G.G. Allen?
yeah, played a show with him too.
How'd that go? Kind of shitty.
Yeah, we played with him a couple times actually. We played in.
Did you actually talk to him at all, or?
Yeah, well, I spoke to him, but he didn't speak back.
Yeah, I heard he smells like. Well,
He
like
smells
ass,
really,
too.
really bad.
Yeah, I know some people that grew up with him.
Yeah, he smells really bad.
Weymouth.
We played a show in Muskegon once, and he was there, but he wasn't playing. He was actually there.
Yeah.
That's where I spoke to him. And then we played with him at Toledo at Club Stain. And I was at a couple of the shows he played in Detroit, too, but we didn't play with him here. But I tried to speak to him at Muskegon, but he just kind of looked at me. He didn't say anything back.
Weird.
Yeah.
Seems like he'd have something really prophetic.
He didn't
to
like
tell you.
himself much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a CD, and I can't remember
Did you
which
say
one it
scum?
was.
What's that?
Did you say scum after you said it?
No, he didn't say anything. He just looked at me.
Like, buddy, you scum fuck.
He actually had a black cowboy hat on it when I spoke to him. He looked at me. He looked at me right in the eyes, but he didn't speak back.
Yeah.
Bite It, You Scum is a jam, though.
Yeah,
So
I tell you what,
So
man.
it's Suck My Ass, It Smells. Another banger.
I like this cover of Long Hair Redneck, Outlaw Scumfuck. It's fucking great, man.
The guy has an amazing discography. Let's not kid ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So
No, but he's
I have
legendary.
I have Merle Allen on my Facebook page, and he just sells G.G. Allen shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he's selling like these G.G. Allen dolls, and they have like all the tattoos on him. He's wearing a cup, and there's like pubes hanging out. Like I want to fucking buy one so bad, like put it down here somewhere. Man.
That'd be great.
I'm afraid to message him though. Like I don't know what he's gonna say. Like
Doesn't the dudes from Busby Death Chair know those guys, Merle Allen, don't they? Maybe
what the murder junk? I have no idea.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
they know them. I think they've done dates with them.
Does that mean you're a junkie who's into murder, or that you're into murdering junkies?
That's a good question.
Yes.
That might be something
Yes.
you
Can
asked.
both.
can you message Merle real quick on Facebook to see what he says?
Have him call in.
Let's do it.
Deep Thoughts with Dave.
That's right.
I've got Gigi's toenails from '73. If you want to buy them,
It still smell like cheese.
they're going on the block soon. Don't miss out.
Yeah,
I
man.
got a jar of Gigi piss.
Oh, man.
Somebody buy that shit.
I've got a positive syphilis test from Gigi Allen for the best offer.
Man, he didn't like himself much.
It's a
man. I
It's
seen
a
him
pregnancy
abuse
test
himself.
with red marker
He
on
kind
it.
of bitched out though. He always says he's gonna kill himself on stage on Halloween.
Yeah.
No, just
Puss.
fucking ODs or whatever.
Yeah.
have to wait.
You're gonna have to wait.
Right.
The video, the hated
I seen
video.
him. I seen him injure himself pretty damn bad in Toledo, though. Man, he gashed himself open. He had a Fago can.
Yeah.
Like everyone, you know how he would play and people just throw shit at him, chairs and bottles and cans and shit. Someone threw a Fago can at him, and he put the microphone in his mouth.
Surprised he didn't shove it up his ass.
Well, he had his pants down around his ankles.
Yeah.
He had the microphone in his mouth after he had bashed himself bloody
Right.
on the forehead. He had it in his mouth doing, you know, and then he grabbed this Fago can, and he continued to do this until he cut it in half, and then he took it and he was just gashing him. It was bad, man. He was bleeding everywhere. I'm like, whoa, I'm glad we loaded our stuff up. He was bad. He only played for like 8 minutes.
Right.
It was like Gwar, but real.
Yeah.
It's almost genius what he did because like they probably had to play like 45 minutes an hour. Like fuck this, 8 minutes, we
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
Next
we got
city,
paid.
baby. Yeah, exactly.
We needed that dope money, you know.
Right.
And they had the drummer.
Like
who
what?
would
What they gonna do?
sticks-
Not pay him? Like, Oh, you need to play. Get the fuck out of my club,
Yeah,
man.
you're bleeding all over.
Right.
The
But yeah,
naked,
he's a
naked
disgusting
drummer.
person.
Yeah, the naked drummer took up some of the slack for Gigi when he was down.
Yeah, yeah. But that was crazy, and yeah, it was like a guar show, but the blood was real.
Yeah.
I
Speaking of
love
naked
going to
drummers,
guar shows.
I fucking my bachelor party. I went and saw the Trash Brats, and then we ended up going to the strip club. But the Trash Brats played like half fucking naked. So I saw more dick that night than I did fucking vagina.
I thought for
Oh,
sure
man.
you
The
were
drummer's
gonna.
got his leg up, his fucking cock's just fucking flapping around.
I thought for sure you were gonna say they were stripping at the club afterwards.
Terrible.
No, that was a regular. That was a semi-regular occurrence with them. I think.
Oh yeah. And then Tony.
I saw that
he's
band
just
a lot
fucking,
back in the
fucking
day.
Dicks hanging out. He got the skirt on way too high.
We actually played one show with them too, but I think our singer at the time said something that offended one of them or made someone pretty mad that was in their crew.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, there wasn't any hard feelings, but he was likely really intoxicated, said something, and they got pissed.
Yeah.
So they never wanted us to play with them again, but they were around. They played a ton of shows back in.
Dude, they're a good fucking rock and roll band.
Oh,
man.
really good. Yeah, for sure.
The one band I was trying to think of earlier that we had our picture on was called Illegal. Remember Illegal?
Yeah.
They were around
No.
forever.
Oh yeah.
Forever. They're like a three-piece, kind of like not Trash Brats, but more
Right.
like rock and roll punk or street rock or something. I don't know what it was. But
played with
Illegal.
those guys.
Like
We
played
did
with
no,
them
we
party.
did a competition to open up at Pine Knob for somebody, and it was us and them. They won the Saturday night slot. We won the Sunday night slot.
You guys
Wow.
played Pine Knob?
Yeah, we just a cover band though. We were just a cover band.
Yeah.
and we won.
But still.
Doug FM, I think, was the competition, and we. Yeah.
So you played drums on that fucking stage?
No, we were in the park, but over by the bathrooms, where a cover band
Second
belongs.
stage.
Where it really smells.
Yeah,
And
yeah. But we were inside. We weren't in the parking lot.
As
so-
you were
Right.
walking to
the next step
a-
would have been on that fucking stage.
we were on the ticket.
Hey, that's good enough for me,
That's
man.
awesome.
So we called ourselves
Yeah.
special guest. It was perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
bigger stage than I've ever played on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name of the band's administration fees.
Although we did play open for
Fees.
Dio.
WSG.
Dave was in a band that played open
We
for
opened
Dio.
for Dio. I was in a band called 7,000 Dying Rats, and
That's a good name.
Yeah, we had like a revolving door of people.
Yeah, the cast of characters was ever changing.
Yeah, and I happened to be in the point. Where,
So how did this happen then?
So, one of the singers somehow his girlfriend knew somebody at State Theater or something, and we basically badgered them into letting us have an opening slot on the Dio show. So it was Dio, My Dying Bride, Skeptic Tank, who was that band from WRIF, the one dude, and then us. 7,000 Dying Rats were first.
Yeah.
They gave us 15 minutes. We got up there. I mean,
That's
it's
more
just
than
like,
7,000 dying
it's
rats
like-
needed.
It's like it's like comedy grindcore. It's ludicrous. We had a theremin player. There's like 9 people on stage, like a ska band with no horns.
Did the
you know?
crowd get into it though? Or?
Fuck no, they hated it.
Even
that
better,
was,
man.
That was the goal. So we were up there. We're like, all right, everybody, and we go into this shit. We're like, yeah. And they're like, "Ew." And it's like, what do you say? Is anybody here from downriver? That was the biggest applause of the night. They roared for that, but they booted everything
Like,
else constantly.
You all suck. Fuck Downriver. That's what I would have said.
Yeah, no, that was like the downriver crowd apparently, because it was like the whole crowd.
Yeah, that was it. It was all downhill from there.
Yeah, 15 minutes, and they literally
was
threw
all
us
downriver
in the
from there.
alley behind State Theater. Well, after I
You
told
couldn't
them,
even stay for the rest of the show?
no, they let us back in the other way, but they shoved us out the back, and I had to
They
I had to
shut the
show
door
the-
behind you.
I had to show the drummer for Skeptic Tank how to set up a hi-hat clutch. And I'm
Like,
like,
nah,
Nice.
figure it out on your own, bro.
yeah, man,
Bye.
I think this is pretty good. He had like this. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm like, yeah, that looks great, buddy. You're a big star on WRIF.
Yeah.
Whatever your name was, he's gone now. But he was during the Drew and Mike days, but
Yeah.
big shot.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
That was cool. I never played with Dio. I never
either.
opened for Dio.
You open for everybody else, cool though.
I played with some cool bands, thankfully. I forgot about some of them until Roosevelt was recently posting all of his show books, like his booking books from the old school
yeah.
Blondies. And I forgot about a ton of shows until I started seeing him on there.
So funny he keeps all that.
I know, it's crazy. It's like an archive,
got
man. That's
It's actually really
history.
cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
badass.
crazy history, man.
Somebody has those tiles too.
I was just gonna say, I wonder if somebody does have those ceiling tiles.
I think we asked him this question when we played at with DRI.
Yeah.
At was
It was at the
It was at
Blondies on
the new
Fort
Blondies.
Street. When he had the Blondies on Fort Street, we played with DRI there.
I can't remember what he said though, and I don't know if he has it or John Anton has them.
Right. It's a good
John
question
was the
because
last
John was the
owner.
last owner.
Guy owns the
John
Token
might've-
Lounge.
John
Yeah.
might have just left him there.
Yeah.
That'd
Why-
be sad.
John
fuck
gave
would you
me,
do that?
John gave me
I
a
can't say he did.
opening slot when we were in Retribution to open for Morbid Angel.
Awesome.
He gave us some
They're
great dates
badass
too,
live,
man.
dude. Holy fuck.
That singer
After
was
he
such a
bought
dick, man.
after he bought Blondies,
Is he a dick?
after he bought Blondies, he gave us a bunch of shows, and then when he was at the Token, we opened for Cro-Mags there.
Yeah.
He gave us a Cro-Mags date and a couple other shows too. John.
Is that the same guy that had that bar in Ypsilanti that shut down within the last couple of years?
I don't think so.
Green Room you're thinking of?
No.
No, that's a while before that. No,
I
don't
think
know.
John
remember the name of it.
John Anton bought Blondies. He bought it from Roosevelt, and then he bought the Token Lounge after Blondies closed. I don't think he's owned any additional bars, at least that I'm aware of.
And
So,
then
so who owned Blondies when it was downtown?
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
That
And
was
then
the
John,
second
John
location.
Anton.
Right.
Oh, you mean the first Blondies or the
No, the second one.
Fort Street
Well,
one.
the-
Fort
like
Street was
Corktown area or
Roosevelt,
whatever.
And there was a Todd's in there somewhere, right? Too. There was
Rosie owned that too.
Todd's was
yeah,
a
at
club.
some point.
That's where we played with Cold as Life and Sick of It All. We played with them in Wilkes-Barre and somewhere, and then at Todd's.
Yeah.
I don't remember. That was probably before. That was before his new Blondies.
After Blondies, he had Todd's,
And then the new Blondies.
Yeah,
new
Todd's is
Blondies.
like 90s shit,
Yeah.
man.
After Blondies was Todd's, and then the new Blondies.
Yeah.
And then now he's got Harpo's.
Somebody told me Todd's used to be like a gay bar during the week.
It
I
don't
think
sound
so.
like it.
And then it would have, like, just whatever bands on the weekends or whatever.
Yeah, it might have been. I can't verify that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
either.
sure.
Sounds cool.
But he had a lot of big bands
Agree
through
with that.
there.
Perfect name.
Oh, yeah. I saw Pigface there, man.
Yeah, he had a
dude,
lot of great
they're
shows
fucking
there.
incredible.
Yeah, he had a lot of great shows there too. He's a legend, man. He's always been cool, man. He hooked us up. He hooked me up. I'm forever grateful. I got to play with a lot of really cool bands because he was willing to give my band dates. So
Yep.
And his daughter was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Too.
Yeah.
She is a
Ooh.
cowboy
She
cheerleader.
still is?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt's daughter, really?
Yeah.
yeah, he's always been real
He was
cool,
posting
man.
pictures of her the other day. I'm like, holy, she's beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
he's-
is he, though. Let's not kid ourselves. He's a lovely gentleman,
Yes, sir.
Rosie.
But hell yeah, man. That for sure, man. But yeah,
He's a cool guy.
yeah, he is, man. And he's, Harpo's is Harpo's. It's pretty legendary.
I love that
Oh, you
place.
kidding me?
Yeah.
I love that poster in the back, man. It shows all the fucking bands that fucking play there and shit, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, dude, it's wild. Supposedly, U2 was on that poster, and supposedly U2 never played there.
Really? Good.
Supposedly.
maybe
I
it-
hate
don't know.
you too.
Maybe it was
I
negative,
never
huh?
liked you too, man. But the minute they dropped their album on my phone without asking me, I will.
Remember that?
I hate you. It's the only band I
It was
will.
like an iTunes thing, man.
Never
yeah,
been a fan
I woke
either.
up and the next thing you know, the worst thing about it is I'd get in my car and the Bluetooth was on, and every time it would connect, that U2 album would start, and I would get enraged.
Which album was that? Because it happened to me, too.
I
And
don't
you
even
couldn't
know.
delete it, could you?
No, you know what I did?
No, actually, you could delete it.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do because I don't use iTunes. I hate iTunes, but
Yeah,
I
so
love
do
the
I.
iPhone. But what I did is I got so sick of it at one point. I was in the car and it connected Bluetooth, and I stopped in my driveway and I dialed Apple 1-800 Apple support, and I said, right now you drop this album on my phone without my permission. I'm not hanging up this call until you delete this album from my phone. You're going to walk me through it right now or I'm not hanging up. And she did it. She walked me right through it, and I deleted it. And I said, thank you very much.
It'll be funny, like the whole phone call. It's a beautiful day. Just
Yeah.
playing it nonstop in the background.
And I was pissed. I would get so mad. My wife could vouch for that, man.
Maybe she put you on hold.
And I never liked you too.
Yeah,
to
here,
begin
put
with.
them on hold. That's the
Nah,
on
me
hold
neither.
music.
But when they did that, man, I'm like, you're invading my personal space with your shitty album. I'm not interested.
And I just went through my old stuff in my basement. And speaking of U2, you ever hear about that Negative Land band who did that album called U2?
It's greatness.
I did hear something about. Didn't they sue or something like that? Or
Yeah, it was on SST, the Greg Ginn Black Flag guy's label.
yeah.
They put it out, and the album cover is just a big picture of a U2 plane or whatever, and U2 is huge, and Negative Land is like real tiny at the bottom.
That's a great.
So
Genius.
Yeah, I have heard of this.
it
Yes.
hit the market. I had it. I sold my copy, but
It's probably worth a
I
bunch.
sold it to Mana though, so I didn't go far. I have a book about it and everything. But
Hey, maybe you get it back in 30 years. Karma, bitch.
touche, my friend, touche. anyway, it's a great story, basically, and the whole thing is he basically plays the still haven't found what I'm looking for, kind of like bouncy in the background. He keeps talking like, I still haven't found it. I just can't seem to find it. You know, it's just talking. I've tried looking for it, but I still can't seem to find what I'm looking for. And then it's spliced in, you know, the Casey Kasem cuts. That's where those came from.
Yeah.
He had him in there.
Yeah.
Where's the goddamn? You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to come out of a goddamn up-tempo number and talk about a
A
dog
dying-
dying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
great,
anyway,
man.
that's a great. I love
Negative
that
Land
story.
stuff. If you haven't listened to that stuff, that U2 one's good, and a 10-9 place.
10-9 place.
That's a great record to listen to.
the
Talk
area
about some
codes
trippy
and
stuff.
That is probably the only time I've ever actually heard of Negative Land. What was that controversy thing there?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good
That
stuff,
was it.
man.
Yeah.
Really cool
I
stuff.
was just flipping
Yeah.
through this book I have about the whole thing. Letters from lawyers and so many documents and Casey Kasem's lawyers and Greg Ginn's. Greg Ginn really threw him under the bus, unfortunately. He didn't stick with him on it. He's like, no, sorry, guys. And he fucked him over. But
Yeah, bummer. And then as a result of that, the new Black Flag sucks.
yeah, that's what happens. Which is a bummer. 'cause
Oh, wait,
love
did I say that?
Black
I'm
Flag's
huge.
probably my all-time.
Yeah, they're
favorite.
fantastic.
Minor
But that
Threat and Black
recent
Flag is
stuff
what
that they put out
kicked me into it,
was
those two
bad.
bands.
The recent stuff they put out was really bad.
Yeah, I
but
didn't
the,
even
the
listen.
old stuff, legendary.
I saw
Yeah,
the cover.
what
and I was
bands
like,
are on your Mount Rushmores?
Me is Black Flag, Minor Threat, Slayer, and Black Sabbath.
It's pretty diverse.
Yeah.
That's a good list.
I'd have to throw Deep Purple in there.
Deep Purple's good.
Fuck
I love
yeah.
Deep
yeah.
Purple too, but you only
How
get
many
4.
heads are you putting on the Mount Rushmore?
72.
Because my picks would probably be different tomorrow or even later today. You know,
Right.
But
It's a
I know
hard thing to
Black-
do.
Well, what is it right now? This moment. Live in
May
the moment,
seem like
man.
a silly question, but you'd be all fucking in.
I'd put
Oh, wait a minute.
Manilow on there. I'd put Barry Manilow. I love Barry Manilow. I don't know why.
I do too.
Of course.
I'm not even going to say it's a guilty
He's
pleasure
got-
because fuck
oh,
it. I'm not
maybe
guilty about
It's
it.
because he's got a luxurious voice.
Well, and he wrote Weekend in New
Everybody's
England.
got
I mean,
guilty pleasure. I seen Ab alive.
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
wrong with that.
What about John Denver?
I love John Denver.
Same.
I love bread.
Me too.
Do we just become best friends?
Bread.
He does like bread a
He
lot.
does.
I
though.
love
Big
bread.
bread
I don't
guy.
eat bread, you know.
I
keep
like
this
bread.
Going,
I
but
prefer multigrain though. Multigrain.
Bread is a great band.
It's
yeah,
a great band.
for sure.
Now, Air Supply
America's
is not.
good. You like that singer, 70s songwriter shit?
Some of it, yeah.
America. We were just talking about some of the America stuff is too bad. It's
We
too
go through.
cheesy.
We talk about that kind of music a lot, frankly.
Yeah, we listen to it a lot.
Ventura Highway. No show.
So you said you're not an Air Supply
That's a
fan,
great
but I
song,
guarantee
man.
if it's on the radio, you're kind of tapping your fucking foot. You know
Yeah.
the words and
well,
shit.
you can't roll. You got to roll your windows up at the light. That way nobody can hear what you're doing.
It's like the opening scene of fucking what the fuck is that movie? They blow up the fucking place, printer in a field.
oh, Office Space.
Office Space.
Yes.
With the Ghetto Boys playing. by
Yeah,
the way.
he's like rapping that shit. He rolls his window up real quick, like.
Well, LRB.
But
I
he's
mean, we talked about Little River Band. That lyric. What was that one lyric?
Oh, something about the globe or the.
And
or-
it, something is my brother.
something was his brother. Something in the
The
something.
walrus and the. Oh, it's fucking classic,
The,
man. That shit. The albatross
the albatross and the
Oh, yeah.
and the whale.
the whale.
The whale.
The-
Yeah.
They
So
are
is
my
that Moby
albatross
Dick?
and my-
Is that Moby Dick
yeah.
reference?
They are my brothers. Yeah. What song? What's the name?
That's
of
some
that?
like Weed Beatles type shit right there.
I'm more like the Little River Band where it's like, we'll go dancing in the dark, walking through the park.
Are you singing show tunes?
You
Basically.
never heard that song?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, my God. It's
70s rock radio, bro. It's
sounds like
70s
Ethel
rock.
Merman.
Hardly wait.
You know why? Because everybody was trained musicians. They all went to school, most of them. You know, they were
Yeah.
musicians.
Yeah.
Music, reading, writing, you know.
Yeah.
They didn't have YouTube to go learn a guitar lick. you
Well,
know?
they'd all
right.
sing together, and you know they wouldn't just play instruments; they'd all sing together in a
Yep.
room. And
There was actually talent involved.
yeah, I mean,
Not
Yeah.
like this. Like
You
actually.
ever deep dive Yes? Them guys are incredibly
Yeah, they got some
talented.
great
Oh my
music.
God.
Holy
Sure.
fuck.
Ridiculous.
Crazy good.
Ridiculously.
One of the
good.
best bass players ever walked the planet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. He passed away too.
Yeah, Squire died.
Not too long ago.
yes, is that with who's that guy in Yes?
Which one?
That one guy.
John Anderson,
Donnie, yes.
Steve.
Steve Howe.
Steve, what?
There's a couple more.
Yeah, there's a couple guys.
Emerson
in that
Lake and Palmer.
Oh,
One
this
of them
guy
guys
John
there,
was in the band.
What
don't
band
know.
was Adrian
Johnny?
Ballou in?
Palmer played
Oh,
That's,
Keys for
King
Yes,
Crimson.
King Crimson.
King Crimson's
Crimson,
an
yeah.
amazing band.
He's got a new band.
Really?
Yeah, called New Originals.
Robert Fripp.
I was going to say the Replacements for some reason.
Have you seen Robert Fripp's Sunday brunch on YouTube?
No.
With his wife.
With
they
his
do a
wife
cover
and her-
song. She's got like a sheer top.
Oh,
on
yes,
every
I
time.
have.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
crazy
yes.
shit.
Really
Really
weird.
strange. She's
It's
got a
really
real weird
weird.
accent too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah.
They tried to do a Queens of the Stone Age song, and
Yeah.
she didn't know the lyrics, and
Isn't that right, Brian?
It didn't matter.
Oh, but they're getting 1 million views.
yeah, because of the boobs.
Oh yeah, well, you know,
Turns out people.
everybody
like that
likes
stuff.
boobs.
I
Even
like
girls
boobs.
like boobs.
He's an out-of-work televangelist. That's what he looks like.
How do you know he's out of work?
I used to be in a band called that.
Out of work
Called what?
televangelist.
We're the Olsteins. All right, should we take one more break and let these guys get the fuck
Yeah,
out?
We'll take one break.
They have plans or
Play some
something.
music. Yeah,
All right,
he's
man,
gotta
thanks.
go back to Pontiac and then back to Detroit.
Yeah,
Don't
dude.
go anywhere just yet. We have to wrap up.
I
Come
go
on
to the
now.
Bathroom. Okay.
This is where we
Go pee pee. Hurry up.
Until that moderate amount can lead to this.
We're all broken, we're all sloppy mess. Despite our pretty mess, despite the way we act, we act vacant. Damn job is taken. Even I was there. Where the hell I take you where? We're broken, giant sloppy mess. Try to hide from me what you think that I can't see. Let me make it so clear I can't mistake it. God damn you lazy, please stop thinking. Let me out break. And then we wonder why it's free.
Jeff, Jerry, James,
Roger.
and we are mad at Balls. Listen to Detroit State of Mind.
You gotta take another
And we're
dump.
back.
And we're back.
Do you have to take do you have to take a number 3?
And we're back.
It always turns into a 3.
All right, you probably already said it, but tell them what you guys got going and where
Okay.
you find all your shit.
You can go to hightotals.com.
You send me all them links. I'll post them at the end of the show.
I'll do that. Yeah, you go to hightotals.com to find out everything High Totals. We're playing October 15th in Auburn Hills at the American Legion.
We'll probably be there.
You
have a
should be.
podcast.
It's going to be a great show, man.
We'll be there.
Again, side effects, the DDTs, duck butter, our friends from Buffalo, Pure Heel is on the bill.
Let's check them
It's a
out.
killer lineup, man.
And then we play in that last slot. And it's going to be a great show. We just put this record out. We've got a couple copies. Depending on what happens between now and the 15th.
Tell them what they cost.
These are $20. You get a limited edition
That's
Ghetto
a good
Boys.
fucking deal, actually.
$20. Lathe cut. There's 1 through 40. This one is numbered. This is 20 of 40.
If these guys weren't so big, I'd just whoop their ass and take it from them before they leave.
I wasn't
But it
so
ain't gonna
hungover, I
happen.
might give it a run.
You know, I
Yeah,
hear-
man, they're,
I get that a lot.
we don't do it.
I
We-
look mean. I look big. I'm really soft-hearted.
Fierce.
I wasn't talking about you. You don't scare me at all.
You're talking about the bushwhack.
Okay.
Yeah.
You remind me of my Uncle Bob, and he was a bad motherfucker, and he was your size.
Thank you.
He'd
But yeah,
tear you up, man.
Those are $20, man. $25 shipped. We'll ship them anywhere. You get the sticker pack. The only way you can get those Ghetto Boys stickers is by buying one of these records. They're not
I was
available
gonna
anywhere
steal one
else.
out of his Car case.
anywhere other than
Is that one
buying-
for sale right now?
This is Vince's from Mount Doom. I think on the way back, Dave's dropping it off for Vince.
Son of a bitch! I was gonna buy it right now.
I've got some at home. I'm telling you what, man. We take
hook up, then.
we take Venmo, we take PayPal, and the first pay gets a record. So I mean, I'll gladly keep one for you.
Text me that shit later.
I will do that.
I want one.
But thanks, man. Thanks for having us. We're playing October 15th,
Actually,
like I said.
just take this one. I'll get another one for Vince. I'm not dropping it off today.
Oh, okay.
Done.
There we go. Rich just bought a record. I'll give you the
Do
information
you,
afterward.
do you take checks? No, I'm
No.
kidding.
PayPal or Venmo.
I'm kidding, man.
Traveler's checks.
Do you
But,
mind pennies?
A third-party out-of-state payroll check.
Done.
Was that Uncle Buck?
Just make sure and sign it.
But yeah, go to hightotals.com. You can see the new videos, each one of the new songs that are on this record. They're going to be on all the streaming shit this week. They'll go on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all that shit.
So this is the first one in the trilogy of EPs that you guys are putting out, correct?
It's actually going to be four 7-inches.
Okay. Is this the first
This is
one?
volume 1
Okay.
of the 4 7-inches that we have planned. And then those 8 songs are going to go on a full length. The plan at the end is these 8 songs that are on this record, or on these individual records.
Yeah.
And then some additional songs will be on a full length vinyl record. But these 40 are the only pressings of these songs that are getting done. So
how quickly are you guys gonna be pumping these out? Like, well, every couple.
probably
of
every
months,
6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
So you'll get 4, probably 8 weeks. The holidays are coming up, so we may move a little slower around the holidays just because lack of availability. So that one might take a little bit longer. But we've already got the next record recorded. It's ready to roll.
You're just waiting for him to
this just came out
stamp it or
last
whatever,
Friday.
or make them, or
I'm still mixing it.
It's being mixed. It has to be mastered.
Anything you've recorded and have make a record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
for
that
sure.
be any certain format, or can you just send them?
You have to send it to a WAV file.
WAV file.
Yeah, but
this is interesting.
he burns that with that old school
Are the
technology.
gears grinding.
Yeah, they are.
It's
It's a
fun.
good.
man.
I mean,
How much time can you get on one of those?
it varies. I can't give you accurate numbers based on memory.
You just
right
do
now.
one song aside, right?
You can
Yes.
probably do 2 songs if you have short songs, but I think the amount that the cost is due to the time of music that's on the side. The longer the song, the more it's going to cost you per record.
That's why our songs are 40 seconds long.
Yeah, the whole napalm death stuff.
You die.
This is actually not an
Yeah.
EP. This is actually a full fucking album.
Yeah.
But they're
SOD.
cut lathe cut in real time, so you can cut it. I think you can get maybe 4.5 to 5 minutes on each side of this. But the longer the song, the more it costs to make the record.
Have you ever heard of this before?
No.
I've never heard of this, man. This is actually
many-
really
What's the
freaking
cost
cool.
you per record?
Not many people. Not many people are doing it.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can tell us
you know
off
who,
screen.
You know who else has done it? Pissing Match.
Pissing Match did have
Yeah,
a
they did
limited.
have
I
one.
think they did 20. It was a
Think so.
yellow
Yeah. Shocking.
EP, but their song Pissing Match's songs are like 15,
Super
20,
short.
30 seconds
Yeah.
long.
Right. So they actually
brutally
did get a full album out of it.
Yeah, they got like 8 songs on it. Or
It's their
10
anthology.
all 80 songs.
Volume 1 and 2.
But yeah, for the people who are interested, they can get all 4 of these and have the set. They're all going to come with individual stickers. They're all going to have individual art. We give the artists the lyrics and the song title. We let them listen to the song, and they create the
Just
art.
carte blanche, whatever they want.
They do whatever. They create it. So that's what
That'd be
we've done.
fun.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Have you ever turned down a piece of artwork that somebody did?
The
Or
one
like
we
asked
did.
to modify or anything? Or
We changed. We got some proofs, and we made one minor change to one piece. Other than that, it's all been exactly how they.
you almost have to trust the process. You
Well,
know,
we got people. We picked them because we liked what they did. We're
Yeah.
not gonna say do this. It's like no, do what you do.
We
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
them to
Right.
do what they. We want their take on it. We don't want We don't want to go. Okay, draw this guy here and this guy here.
but
and
do it this way.
Right. We
Yeah.
want their take on it
Yeah.
because that's what.
Well, that's why you reached out to him.
Yeah, and I gave Huff Stuff, a guy I know from Ohio, who did the A side of the Fortune Teller art on this one, and I gave him the lyrics, and we let him hear the song and the song title, and that's what he came up with, the Fortune Teller crystal brain ball. So pretty cool.
So after October 15th, any more gigs coming up? Like anything? Like what are you guys doing for the rest of the year?
We have nothing booked. We are wide open. So our tour's over on October 15th, and then we're on a little bit of a break unless something comes up.
It's called a
you know.
hiatus, where I come from.
Yeah, off days.
I totals Atus.
But we'll be playing. We just don't have anything booked. We're interested in
I thought
playing.
you said high toad's anus.
That sounds better.
Yeah, I like
Let's
that.
just say I said that.
That's the name of the record.
we're interested in playing, and who knows, stuff pops up sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
So I imagine we'll get asked, but as you guys probably know, shows in January and February and stuff like that, they suck because it's snowy and cold and icy. You might have
fuck Michigan.
You might promote the shit out of a show, and then you get an ice storm that night, and you get nobody showing up.
Yeah.
So
or
it's almost
it could be sunny in 85 in January and still nobody shows up.
Right, exactly.
Amen to that.
So we do have some songs to continue to record, and we have videos to create and
new material.
We're pumping these things out. So even though we won't be playing shows, we'll be making new videos. People will be getting tired of us by the end of these because every 6 weeks they're going to hear new songs and see new videos.
Your music's good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I might have a new favorite Detroit band.
Thank you.
Oh, shit. I'd like to hear that.
Wow, that's
I'm
awesome,
not
dude. Thank
yanking your dick either. I'm just saying it
you.
was a killer, man.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
Right in my headspace.
Yeah, the genres are all. Dude, I'm feeling Clutch. I'm feeling Sabbath. I'm feeling old school punk. I'm feeling rap. Like, you guys are all over the fucking place.
Awesome.
It's freaking great, man.
Thank you, man.
That's cool. Thank you.
Because we're all coming from all those angles. They're all You know.
And we always have had a weird time with shows because we the full punk rock shows. I mean, we fit, but we're not quite like those.
But
bands.
that's good though.
We have that problem.
You stand out.
Yeah, like hardcore shows. I mean, I love
fit.
hardcore and
Right.
but
But you guys are not really hardcore.
We're
you
not,
know?
and we don't.
You're
We
somewhere
have
between
breakdowns,
all
but
this
they're not
shit.
breakdowns. We're not. Hardcore is relatively formulaic, and I love it. But we don't really. We kind of just wander through genres.
I really wish
guess.
there was a bigger scene of this kind of music.
Thanks,
Myself.
Yeah, me too. Well, I mean, who else does this kind of like us around here? I mean, trying to think of bands we've played with.
I love the Strains, man.
Strains are great.
They're different than us, but
They're just good old
we
dirty
play good
Detroit
with them.
rock and roll.
But what's cool, is I think we fit on a bill good with them because
100%, dude.
we have rock elements and we have metal elements and we have punk elements and we have.
We opened for Nebula at Smalls, and we opened for
That
Murphy's Law.
fucking band's awesome.
Yeah, we opened for them. We opened for Murphy's Law. We've opened for I can't think who else. Bobby
Lee's
so
from
kind of like
Woodstock, New York.
And Nebula's heavy as
indie
shit.
kind of.
Nebula was great, man.
Nebula's
Yeah.
great. They're on my face.
But
Playing
at the
that
same
show was
token,
awesome.
I could see you guys opening up for a rap show.
Oh yeah,
You
we
know what I'm
would fit
saying?
on
Like-
that. We would fit on that bill too.
So you guys fit basically any genre, really.
That's kind of cool.
Cool. I like
Shoehorn us in anywhere. We're cool with that.
Right.
that. That's right.
We're good with that. But thank
All
you
right.
for having us, man. This has been a lot of
thanks,
fun, a long time in the.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
in the
appreciate you
working.
guys.
It's
man.
been a ton of fun. We dig you guys, and
We'll see if they can get it on the first try. Okay, we go.
It ain't gonna happen.
Say your name, or how do we do it? I'm so and so. I'm so and so. I'm so and so. I'm so and so.
And we're
the high totals.
and you're listening
Into
to
Detroit State of Mind.
We're high totals, not the.
Well, whatever. Sorry.
We say high totals. Or
we're
you say it?
going to
got
go.
it. You
I'm
say it.
Brian. I'm Pete. I'm Mark. I'm Dave. One of us
And
says
we're high
high
totals.
totals, and you're listening to Detroit State of Mind.
it's every 80s radio drop you ever fucking heard in
Okay.
your life, but nobody can ever get it right.
I got it.
I'm Brian. I'm Pete. I'm Mark. I'm Dave, and we're high totals.
That's a wrap.
You're listening to Detroit State of Mind.
Detroit State.
All right, let's do it.
You ready? Mm-hmm. I'm Brian.
I'm Pete,
I'm Mark.
I'm Dave.
and we're
High
high
totals.
and you're listening to Detroit State of Mind.
That's a first.
That's a good one.
Fuck.
Thanks,
Thank you,
boys.
guys.
First band to get it on the first try.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
Let's take a round of applause, boys.
Yeah.
Come on. Bring it in. Bring
Yeah.
it in.
Bring it in, bring
We're
it
gonna,
in.
we're gonna group hug after this.
Oh yeah.
I think it's because we were all born in Pontiac Hospital.
All right,
we
now,
were born. I think we were born on the
Housing?
That's another thing we never touched on. We were all born in the same hospital.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Pontiac General.
Wait, how close in age are you guys?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Real close.
Within days?
No.
Because that'd be super fucking weird.
Within years.
Within years.
No shit.
We all have 5 at the beginning of our
What
age.
is-
and our
somewhere
name.
in
Wait,
our
who's the
name.
oldest one? Wait, hang on. Let me pick. It's got to be you. Really?
Dave might be you or one of you two's the youngest, right?
Yeah.
Me and Brian are the elder members.
Elder of the tribe.
I don't even know if Brian's older than me or not. It doesn't matter. We're both
Well,
older
he won't
shit.
say. He won't tell you.
Me?
Yeah. No,
Who,
the
me?
other Brian.
You're $1.25, I think.
I'll be 54 October 6th.
Yeah, he's the oldest guy.
This October 6th.
No shit.
Oh, okay. I thought
You just
were-
turned.
Yeah, I
No,
actually
October
just
6th.
turned 65. collect my Social Security next
See,
year. so I
now
get
you look
that
better.
extra
We say
$70.
you're 43, you look like shit. We say you're 65, you look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
I
very
actually
much.
signed up for that AARP thing.
Me too, dude. You get a
So
sweet.
did I.
I got a cool cooler. I got a great cooler.
Right now there's
but it
even a
fell
bag.
apart. It blew the.
I just get a satchel thing. They said right now. I was
bummer.
kind of waiting for a better intro gift.
You
but I
should
like
say, hey,
the-
my
like
bro
the
got this
discounts.
sweet compartmental cooler.
Yeah.
You should hook me up with that.
I just got the shitty bag too.
Did you? Yeah.
Anyway.
I'd have filled
It's always old people looking for cheap shit, free shit.
Yeah.
That's right. I eat dinner at 3:00 now.
Dinner, yeah,
Kidding
dinner
me?
at 3.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Tucked in bed by 8 p.m. Nice and cozy.
Thanks for having us, boys.
All right, now we'll do the get the fuck out.
do it all by myself. I can't drop off the world. Come on, but I try. Give it the most, okay? I can't do it. Drop off the world. Maybe I'm just going get nothing. Come on! Everybody wants to be a front man, right? Come on, let me careful you act, don't live in a cardboard box. I'll give a crumb the food on hook so wrong. Well, I got to go to bed and I to sleep. Cause there's only so much time for 6 feet deep. Come on! Maybe I'm just going. Maybe I'm a dead without knowing. And I'm always going. Every line I wrote, I had to fight a job. On the day that I won't get, I said that I would get nothing. That's never happened before. That was pretty spontaneous. A little reckless, but... Good question. He kicked into it. My guitar fucked up. Pete was playing. I'm like, I'm going to grab the mic.
I'm Dave, and he's Rich. And thanks for tuning in to the Detroit State of Mind podcast. Join us again next week for more shenanigans and probably a lot of fucking swear words. Good evening. Sleep tight. Don't let the fucking bed bugs bite. All that other good shit.
With the Detroit State of Mind podcast.
The Detroit State of Mind podcast.
Detroit State of Mind podcast.
The Detroit State of Mind podcast.
Fuck you.
I wish they'd play my band. I doubt it.
Fuck you.